247 900 764. But 0203 766 500. Mahamed Banto de Kaji, good morning.
Yeah, Agwaja.
Agwaja, where's all?
Good dark when I'm out. You have a look at a make a force of season. Any dark president minister, I thought better. I let Boya, but Madu to James Gunu, Beaver a door for Namikata. Look at me passing no away. Nina no bula, see the new year. Elaborato. Mokatado, let Boya, no kill a very nama. In your Lamas now. A coaching now. Alini the koji alini mupo na chika o odo pada ko ko na mi a oguza gbogbo be ya duka pe la masto pa o be na po na mase e fe le mu jaka cha di nyawo o bu na mi e mo nya ho tu afra wo mo to pe ho waro ojo fo mo o da gba wa lan ku da na mi ko yi le ji a de ka wo de ka pe na fe si o am gantuma bo ho he nu fe afri il va filer n'a pas y'a beaucoup d'or fa o da baba ay jire be na ko do ha wala ta fama wa a che ka ple assembly man do ple disi yu kaka kele wuta regional wa do la sima klo be mo tanja a de jina ple na fa isi ko do mo o da baba wa da un ple du ko la ple fi o kata ba wa tenche ava manami ay ya ko ma tenche adun ku dia do ta ye fa gbo na fa do fa
Akpe Bena Yomi, the Obejin of your health issues or airport, clear food and do petio. Akpe Bena Yomi, Miahamobu de Kaji. Hello, good morning. But hold on now, I connect to the Kaji. Fizapin Yaling, your to me, be Yawezova Global 105.1 FM. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Yo.
Minister Lame Kwesebe afterwards of fine. Kakemi kihenya yipa isi ya mo ole mo yo kakecho bokame ko ibame mola. Merekle mention egberegbe vo momi ya lead ko ipando hokwe monu kobiti ina bovale bane meto. Esi le very short. Aka mention ta mo mi la ya ni jipa to wa po mo mi bonemi akpe.
Ebo kami gulale.
Bogame kodu bame bogame koli akpe to.
Okay. Okay.
Bame akropo mo in general.
All right.
Le jone wale si yo every day ti apoji o me ton wu no. Mo mi te ehia pa because e lead ban do hokwe kwa bi krobite ya fi ko atonto.
Okay. Akpe Benayomi. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, sir.
Malam Isa Chokpetwe.
Malam Isa Wezo.
Yo, nyawele doy.
Yo,
makere nyabofata. Anya rekodari ya kuno. Efia ofo de kawo wa. Ni ke mejiwe magbla nyebe. Efia ro le mufia. Mo me jebo adusia. Ke won so akasesa. Ene anyo regional minister na gere mere. No kunwa me. Nenyebe agbanale liwango. Na me oke genex ya bubua. Ekaraji ba ademiaji. Bebelia emore. Yire kuku amomo ga kwena me bo company areko. No kole chani so. Odo mo bagbera mi. Do otiriji kyo just car run about. O yire nkwantare atano olodon akugule moji. Odo mo ntontonto. Ame ibo epo mo dodore. Ma jachon. Samire kuku. Ame chichi hono no ngogbe.
All right.
Ela ba mo ha. Chole ko yira flawa. E ko nye mo eke. Ele nyesi mo te wi na mi. Unye mo bagbe wa. E gbona furege. Akpe nyawele doyi.
Akpe Benayomi Fuatale Kaji. Good morning.
Hello, for
Yes, sir.
well doggy.
Yo, Fata.
Happy day.
Idoreji.
Happy day.
Abenuga.
Redress happy.
I did Doreji Agbova next week. All right. Sure. I love a video.
Yo, we are well doggy. I'm better for your website. We are more. I'm like Tapon. Nanya Maula, Maho, for Fiado for him. bla nya nya to mo ke mi nyam na ke do mi lai ke to wu ama to bia pa nu to me lo ha na to akrofule ga ma akrofule fi ko eli ato ogba me e bia ka ko ejo e kwa ya sa mo ke mi ele fe de ma me si am e ni ya ye de ka bele fi aga ba no bia pa moto ao me dam le ji ta mo ke mi chele fe de em mo ke do le ta me nya ba iPhone nya phone nya bo ja
Oh.
Nya bang.
Okay. Okay.
Me nya ba ele wa kwa
Akwe.
mai ka wa to de nya ben wa to de nya si na ko li de to de nya ka ke mo pe Rolex ben de ne mi la nyon mo bet pe me ko ba de mo to ah ma nyo de
Akwe. Ata to akwe. 0247900764. Mia Hobobu Dekaji. Good morning. Good morning.
Morning, Agbomaka.
Okay.
Ako kobla tu ka jindia.
Kobladri wezo.
Yo. Adapara wo. Nya na taranya gboba le ko la na fajia na Aboriginal minister ya. Enya nya ta fa nyo mo botola. Ta fa chi go shandre, nyo nya nyo ko ha. Ye ho ma wun ton to ma ka wo kata ne mi wo jamian. Kana gba adaku wotenwa wo. Ayata anya nyere kanya jijiba ya gbugbu yukele mi o mepeto nwa ya Regional Minister hanawa pagbugbu tore nemi hati ifepe na anada ba to nyebe amonya ye miafa echinya abaya ko jago mana echinya gba lenya nuwa yufao yukanya sore la muganto ya ma na lankura apaganto umfia atogobu iraka mala yufa apaganto shiwula wowo tama jibe na kpo no ma gbo na miapa yuto awebe enu glama pla titi mu wowo mo abasi paji ona apaganto na ga akpoto la muganto ma fofo ga ya ti ye tama gbebe nyonya hia wela para cara kamati o go fofo kaka no wata bagbalan kulam la ka faru sinami vito nya dadao nyonwo akpaganto wa asima nyonwo yonya miao husia kala husen tratela pia wo wudodo nyi tokla sifazagati pikalogo bonanemi akonya ba nyonwo fofu pamulo la siamala manya popomne mi mokata ha anye pa dodasi ba wowe nani.
All right.
Akpe
now, be Academiaji Global 105.1 FM. Mikala Yolado ho 0247900764. Atawa Acha Kaklamito 0203-766-500. Hello, good morning.
Patake.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
I want to alo for Tikato.
F4 is all.
The Bonemia Mr. Yin so the Gunu. Kamega to America for Gatemi here, I'm a Sam effect to spread on me and don't say.
Definitely.
No, let me one near Nique Alove. Mega Glomea Bamila Romania, Benyamu. But you might the Kukunibe who to a flower road. At them, A1, Yaponemi Bear, Yapa Facia, and double road. Mejibe Nebe, oh, double road. Anya Pontoye, Anya to affect the Gemma regional capital. Epo no jego so regional capital inyogo kaka lure me akpobe mi atem nya fese aze kake enya ayo jebe mi abala liji akpedem epo mi no video blen le mi onvai every domena munto kake ne wuche enyi chemele fi ewe gbele fi mi fi no bia se be chejele na ndi hejele agbole be o imele kejo ne na na do ba kwa kufo do le doro wa agbo imele kejo kake ne nana John Dramani Mahama le dowa abo me ya dugbe yolo kake ne nana le dowa oh mi le dowa nto me le powa ne nku me le pore to me le sewa ne ka tinya mi na we amesia me fe dowa na mi le nya le votarism president de said here va nya na odore wa ne mi ko anye benefit ne vota ko mi le nya
this time me do me sama ne bra le ne senyare la mere no ben o le model o me ya do phone obo phone boni na ti me ne miao nu lopo ma e go mere mi le maji mi le moji e ko a nya video le de o nye jojo me do le ke nu mi nya ko ne wo o ta ke enya nu ko de matro be ne nye be espia ke topete hele votari me ni ba ne mi apete enyilo nya video glonyare he o mi nya seko mi he de seko ne mi abla ha ni ne fe comme des imao les nous de les mia fait nous mais j'ai vu moi ni les similaires oui j'ai vu toi nos diva il peut présenter nos diva il me do bobolo to ba ko ta ba me do gbenao be mi awe be yo mo e mo ke boko be me nyune yo la e comme o nya nyu be mi afam ku me ji mo original michael me do gbenao e pe avoko mi awe yo me le mo ji yo me ya do gbe yo lo ta avo mi wa no nyu to be ndi he asumire ne sumi j'ai vu more akpongo be yi oto akra road oto akra kle o fe golo gbe ta bran fe golo gbe ma wa enye emo de he nenye be nya fo mi ato he de to no ti a bisi ye ya do captain fojo eta moro dara pete wa de puta pete imi no mi anyo e signore ple wata we signore nya ko tire so nya ta ma manage te fema no wa no ni to e go mene vota fi di he le fimie le wata we le ECG e no la fe me to la fe me le ki pore afili
Thank you very much for calling us 0247-900-764. And I mean, I was over expectations. So you show me up newly appointed regional minister. Nugi Okenya and you Hele Mokbona over expectations. So good morning.
On the letter,
Agbendina on touch Wezo. All right.
Me do gonna me am regional minister here. Nya lokata na kodare to me dia elete nya un to we pegaren afina doyo ko dashine awa odo ka kenye ba mile magbayi ni ma for hande magba ka via ba doyo ka o lebo wa mo gota nya gbo nya ni kama jo ma we nya ma jo ma glo nya ba le ba nya dun sei na doyo lebo wa we very attacking nana ji le miama skuko ji ma jo ma a na ya dengle lang na ni yinga ba PTA meeting na ya yi akola ka ubania wo registration na uba 40 cedis 50 cedis na when na manya wo kola wo mu ko dari no na va ba ya ba school fees ko parents no ka ni ka wo mu le nya bala wako meat pie de kakle mot de tanto kukavo gasusu ya de new mot de kadrami the new meat pie drami de nemi ba mi de PTA meeting de mi ba domia wuma nemi ba domia wunta no na mi dudu ya do afi oba no registration da ma jama ko nya ko dare mi agbo de mi ajagba na mi alenku de man ti interview for kakle pe je school wo we afford de madam da mi dengle la nya ti na ya you headmaster o amayo ka wududuma du jababa no tengle duduma na manyula ka afude de babaga ka ka mananyo na mi
akpe magaji be problem be mele no na ti play meat pie. I don't think there's problem could have gone ori alo ko nyafa. All right, anyway, me ho call bubu 0247900764 akemi alonkudo banyao. Let's find out whether we can have solution. Good morning.
Good morning, watakileke enwaka
Okay.
Honovia Gbade Shogbo Secretary Kaji.
Where's all?
You Balike Miafe Regional Minister Ye James Gunule afford them the Miang Canadian Amuganto Adjua. Made Kukunebe A Obeya Kukwe any Abonia Gochim Petitoha Etogia Evolem Ta Echike John Dramani Mahama Fejirudu Kukwa Hechule Adiduma Ovado Adakulofi Jidudu Ye Bavo Matenchi Ezi Kovenya Bol Agochime Petu Mi Edekukunebe wa Achopo Renenekwe Edoma Hanchina Nibe Nyoha wa Ajagba Ahechiachule Adakulu Akove Agochime Ejofi Akove Nemile Ehu Tani Dekukune Ne Ekpu Emahagbone Michachacha Balike Wile Ekpeveto asolizom de eta patapata ne velia abali ke unto nya be kutu afla umo yenye eta dinamia mi kwesebe honorable agbuja efe emoji manene makenye jifa gumashi ha so o minister o mo va no jagba ikebe efe ya mafe budget no jagba be kutu afla umo no wopo ogbon nene makenye honorable jifa abla gumashi ha mi afa agocha unto nya be kete iye milona so eyi wukuto zimu ya ne jagba be ali ashanti obu yuko kete vole mi asile amuganto mbitonya agochima shopping tour neja agbabe kente fengu ya wolenkure nchinami alo wode gama close be fia wonya etano no be kete kwa agochima pete mi agbe wutu ikebe ashanti umagaba akwele mi ashiyenye enyabe free every kama jibe ma akodu nkmene nyafe etato ufo number kumele gwanyo ne makpona GNTD tope graduation ka wogewele nicho satiri anye nipo na va azamana mi vo open number malabo kana jagbana yon makpo open number ene program yo manu open access.
Thank you very much. Mekajibe a very good point about pet to a top Kentenya. In fact, Minyabe on your originator, so they have to be well equipped to be, on top of their game. I'm sure it's a good comment. Hello, good morning.
Hello, what talking?
Come on.
I am Stone City Mayor.
All right, Stone City Mayor. Where's all?
Yo, Medema common papa, my dog, Honorable James Goni. Premier MP to Ho Center. Honorable Adam Kofi Potosu Anan India. There was a very MP Potosu Hosia. At the for and touch at the community, all the home municipality. Ficketon, Yalabawa, the Boho. Ficketon, Nanamwala. Eda for the card very well. Towards that, a honorable James Gona. Majama Karajina Mugano to my talk would take Ghana talk very. Honorable James Gona, Mark, I'm never for I'm going to my bank or you David Bell. And a door allow no me power door of a me power door as a former DC, former regional secretary, NDC. I'm going to make equal. We never ever. If you can tell her. Ameren no si jipe kaka yo me kemeta yiwa Honorable James Gonu aya to be do awade afonde tamenya ben tefe wala taka taraji la sinye eji mega de America ko ala ti gbanya gbogbo na mi gbe kaka si o ne Ghana Water Company Adamu Dawa kilo de tava amuganu to mo po di chai de peve water treatment site de energy jonemi amedawe maka to jibere mega depends solely on Nyave Ghana Water Company. Nyave domestic to him on community level, district level, whatever say that's way. Nya to more the sun, nya tap a chiawa. Because never clever the water king. The domestic nya simaya wanawa. No vole attack parale adidimele. We have a domestic onyo nya tap the nyave community so I am proud. I'm assembly member for a unit committee. Please, you have it. If you never to the material, let them never do. So, do. Down, maybe. Not tough. You have a tafate. A fakuya job make a work for Chile. What our stop body. Yeah, and not to me tap a chia. Ghana Water Company. All
right.
But chia, and yet, Chinan, Yako. Quite that you were attacking.
Wouldn't I
mean? If man elect by the door, global assembly. May I make to the go to our eh? Name what down did do door of then not did do door of the change of government body. What government Hanover officer could Safio. No more actual SIC the Guardian again. I've not on the government and then I put for
the I'll show Bella point here go me call it's many a point to me Dromilo.
Thank you very much. Honorable James Gonu,
thank you very much.
Honorable Woja, I left Muganu to my top because Nenyabawa go to a proud moyade. What that tobu to that day. Anya got common in the Jidu, Anya got common in the never assembly or Chevere. I got so good ro tobu to Moji never do I carry you Namide. I will go to a proud money. Not I come never to woman, so I do talk about never assembly only.
All right, thank you very much. Kombla Akpe Ambole Kaji, thank you very much. And you. All right. 0247900764. Kula 0203-766-500. Miaka or call video ko mia auno ako mia be speak out wana ako uno de fee. Thank you very much. In fact, bila nupocho the work expectations yo ke ele dicho Honorable James Gunu ke ochia be the newly appointed regional minister. Nukan yo ba mon kwakwa kwa mi entori do kawe atibe ya pomona. Good morning.
Good morning, Otake.
Yes, sir. Smile.
Anya Foche.
Foche. Okay.
Yo. Where do you?
Yo, Foche was all.
Mokunya ni mokokwenye ba. Nyara fulana garma magbre wo aka ni magomo amora va ajima koko nya ajima koko re. Bridge ya la fma, bridge ma ti gare ka japo va ya ko bridge ya condemn. An kwa ta amu ka furusia muga tenoga adidiva down now. Tama jibana nyafa regional minister onkonya semendi arona na kweni ba. Nanyaba ya koshi ya hota na monya ogara tuma gidigidi ko bridge ma ade bo bo yowe bridge ya smako la dangerous la ti jawi ya garo kana ati gata jajasia afmato to bu ku ba wo tiro ko dara mo jama na tum na no fo fo de ju matu mo sui ta nyemo ko kwanya ba bridge ma la ba wo ku bo yowe.
All right.
Well,
thank you very much for calling us. Miaho, then we'll put a hold to this one. All right. Miaho, Mabubude Kaji. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, let's say that.
Before send Atakok Beji, Videnamia.
Aha, you for Isaac Papa Kaji.
Isaac Papa, okay, where's on?
You, maybe when I end this topic from the talk at time. Yawele doti. Enye me kareji 100%. Mi ato honorable Gunula ele do wagbe. Unto enya be etinu no de. Eya nye amegbeto de si adefe nse. Eyi he ova odo erezi eja. Onya resume office ko e first attempt. Teni ava koda be tiele chojole. Mi afe etino piele. Befena. I have a much concern about the well-being of the people. Onye MC la, Uganye former secretary la, edo yopete huwa. Ekaleji be ewoto nwere eyaye na uko edoke koda sine. Taifa for the office la, enyeme kareji 100% sere. Ele to wogbe. Gake nipona neda. Sabotier sonele edomoa. Government institutions like a Chinopio, electricity, and all those things. Amade Agrabe, no wele. No sabotage government. Tamade Kukuna, Mr. Gunube, you go Vasilala. Make a concume boy, they can kill. He must be straight on the people, and he must work effectively. But I'm a really door, but they see that they monitor because as the people are there now. Make a trust about the kill. They're not very, very vigilant. They're not very, very straight on the people. Never you see going after about tears. One moment. Hey, man, I be don't know. Especially water, waste, and electricity. Governmental department, they monitor me away. Never see as we are talking here right now. Concerning water, concerning electricity, especially water. Never me because past government say I'm your galefni. Name lenkura mi monitor mi onwera. E doke he wa o le pete effort o pete la ma deblibo. Ta me sia me hejiri ya he dode me be. Be anabe done gaire unko. De kuku gande ne Daniel dale fi kabanto. Be fe ne moto. Ne fe jina jene be dana tola. Ne ko de na be lo ka de jine ne apena o.
Akpa Bemi Geremiaji, thank you very much, Bemi Yomi. Mekaji when you have major concerns when you health issues, so airport nyao, akofru be more ho to apply road. Quality or Mekaji be hokwe to Fodome to Hokwe Road tell us it's a very bad condition. Mekaji be eglebe ya alonkude moji and we'll find solutions to all of that. So thank you very much. Mekaji when you have concerns Ola are well taken and we'll forward it to the right appropriate authorities. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to the Global Morning Show. Madizi will have the health segment and my people are here already, so let us get straight into it.
Educate the general populace on concerning health issues. And let me use it also to say that for yourself and the other host that host us, we want to wish you a happy new year and a prosperous one indeed. Thank you very much.
We wish you same. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you.
All right. So today we are looking at sleep disorders. What is sleep disorders? Let's start from there.
Okay. When we talk about sleep disorder, it is a condition that affects the ability to fall asleep, stay asleep, or get enough rest or enough sleep. That is what it is.
Okay. Inability to sleep or just not to have enough sleep.
Inability to fall asleep.
Fall asleep.
It's falling asleep and staying asleep is a different thing.
Okay.
So you should be able to fall asleep, stay for some number of hours.
Okay.
That will make you to have enough rest before waking up.
Okay, so I think there are types of it. I don't know if there are really types, but let's find out about the types of the sleep disorders.
So we have types, and the first one we'll talk about is insomnia.
Insomnia.
Yes, which is the most commonest one, and it means the inability to fall asleep and then stay asleep. Then we have sleep apnea. That is the person breathing heavily in between sleep, and then this can lead to the person snoring and then gasping for air. Then we have sleep apnea. We have narcolepsy. And then the narcolepsy is a disorder that causes excessive daytime sleepiness or a sleep attack. That is, the person will be there and then all of a sudden, as you are talking to the person, you realize that the person will just fall asleep. And it's as a result of the person not being able to have enough sleep during the night. Okay. Then we have parasomnia, which are a group of sleep disorders that involve abnormal behavior during sleep, such as sleep talking, sleep walking, sleep terror, and then nightmares. Then we have signs and symptoms. What are some of the things that you see and know that this person is suffering or having a condition that we call the sleep disorder? We have difficulty falling asleep, difficulty staying asleep, excessive daytime sleeping, then loud snoring, and then waking up with headache. Probably the person didn't have enough sleep, so he or she may wake up having a headache. Then irritability or mood swing. Then lack of concentration. The person will not be able to concentrate.
Okay.
And then we have frequent nighttime awakening, and then sleepwalking. So these are some of the things that you will see that can tell you that the person or you yourself, you are having the disorder.
Mr. Jedu, there are people out there who can have the best sleep in the night and still wake up in the morning and go to work and still be dozing. But sometimes I wonder whether they do not have enough sleep or what. Is there anything that really causes that?
Yes, some people, I don't know how to, but I think when we were growing, I think there was this myth we used to hear that people who sleep a lot have been bitten by cheche fly.
Exactly.
Okay, so those people, some people.
Is it true? Is it really true?
Yeah, when you have a cheche fly bite, that's one of the effects of a cheche fly. It makes you sleep a lot. Okay, but we are talking about this is a disorder. It shouldn't be like that, but the person is suffering from it.
Okay.
So some people, as you are saying, sometimes we have to investigate, and then we have to see, okay, why is the person sleeping? And as we are saying, maybe you and I may think he's sleeping enough in the night, but maybe intermittent, after maybe sleeping every 15-20 minutes, he has to get up and go and urinate and come and sleep. And so he may not have that consistent good sleep. So in the morning, you realize that he will still be sleeping. Or some people, can we also say that sleeping is their habit?
Okay.
Some people also, generally, once they are not doing anything, they just want to sleep. Okay. So if it's like that, then maybe there are ways we have to handle them and see whether we can occupy them during the day enough, so that they don't have less time, which will cause them to be sleeping.
All right. So, but I'm sure that there are certain medications that can also influence that, and certain food, and I'm sure that those things are also considered.
Yes.
Can we put that into the disorder, or that just it's just a different case?
Yes. What we want the general public to understand, that rushing to get medication because maybe you have an idea that, oh, I have this sleep disorder. The commonest drug that is abused here is diazepam.
Okay.
What people call Valium. Okay. Yes, generally when you take it, it makes you sleep. But that cannot be the solution to the sleep disorder you are having. There are other therapies and there are other medications that will help you solve the sleep disorder.
Okay.
And not just going to buy because you know diazepam or you know Valium can help you sleep, so you just take it and sleep. Even some people even take alcohol.
Yeah.
Yes. But you see, the funny thing about alcohol is that alcohol will let you sleep for some time, but alcohol itself cannot keep you in bed.
Okay.
Okay.
You can take all the alcohol, but you can still wake up.
You can wake
later. Still not fine sleep.
Okay. So I think the next thing we want to be looking at is if someone is not having effective sleep, okay, it can affect his health generally. Okay. It can lead to some other disease conditions, like heart diseases. Some people, it can lead to diabetes or obesity. Okay. Yes. People just who eat will not do anything, will just sleep. Okay, you end up growing fat. That is how you see it. You think you are living a better life, you are growing fat. But it's because you have excess energy, one. You have excess fat in the system, which is now lining itself under the tissues and feeling that is what is making you fat. And that itself can even let you have, when you are too fat, to a certain extent, it can lead to heart diseases, it can lead to diabetes and other things. Okay, so there are some health diseases attached to not being able to have a good sleep. Okay. And that is one thing we want to bring the general public attention to.
Okay. But do we have a solution to this? Let me find out from Haji if there's any solution. That if anybody has this kind of symptoms, they can go to the hospital for medication. Is there any solution?
Yes, we have a solution. That is what we refer to as the management.
Management.
So
Okay.
under the management, we have lifestyle changes such as improving sleep hygiene. So the sleep hygiene include sleeping under in a serene environment with a dim light. If you are someone who is not comfortable sleeping under the light, then you should off your light before going to bed.
Okay.
And the environment should be noise free. Then you can take cold beverages like Milo, and also you can also take a warm bath to improve your sleep or to make you have a good night's sleep. Then the medication, like my brother has already mentioned, and then you can also manage the stress management,
Stress
because
management.
someone who has stress cannot have a good night's sleep.
Yeah.
So that is about the management.
Okay.
We want to make this small clarification. When it comes to sleep, or what we call good sleep, it varies from one individual to the other. Okay. The ideal for adults is within 6 to 8 hours. The ideal for children may vary from sometimes 10 hours to 12 hours. Okay, yes. That is why it's called ideal. It means that it may not work for everyone. Okay. So sometimes some people, their ideal sleep hours could be just 4 hours.
Yeah.
And they wake up very refreshed, they are fine. Okay. It doesn't mean that because you couldn't sleep for 8 hours, you have a sleep disorder. No,
Okay.
that's not the meaning. Okay. Before people create the impression
Exactly.
that yes, there are some people. Sometimes some of these sleep disorders thing, and it could span from overtime practice or experiences. Let's take people who are in the boarding houses, SHS. Okay, their lives are being regulated. At 12 o'clock, you are supposed to do this. There's change for this. There's prep time, light off. Okay, so naturally, when you go through that system consistently for some years, naturally, your lifestyle when it comes to sleep picks a particular pattern.
Sure.
Even when they come home, because they are supposed to wake up, let's say at 5, naturally, although they are not going anywhere, by 5 you get up because you are build the system in that way.
Exactly.
Okay? And it will take time for you to bring the brain to the point that, oh, we are not at school, we are at home, so we can relax longer. Okay. But what we are trying to let all of us understand is that if your sleep becomes problematic, okay, let's say you used to sleep for 4 hours, it was okay. But now you cannot even make the 4 hours. Maybe after an hour, you are up. You struggle before you can go back again.
Yeah.
You wake up and it's like they have beaten you. All your body is paining you. You can hardly open your eyes and you want to sleep, but the sleep, that is what we mean by there is a problem somewhere. Okay. And one thing that also does not make people nowadays, because of our work, is affecting the quality of our sleep, is this use of phones, laptops, desktops at home. You see, we carry work from the workplace to the house.
Yeah.
And the longer you stay looking on your phone into laptops and those things, it decreases the time of sleep. It affects your sleep. Okay. So those who stay longer on these laptops and these phones, chatting and those things, hardly can you have sometimes very decent sleep. So another way to manage it is, sometimes I always say, there are certain things, your life first. Yes. We should be able to regulate work. This is work. When I close at 5, I have closed. I'm going home. Yes. But sometimes we carry work. So although we are in the house, instead of resting, we are still working. And it will affect you. There's no way you can escape. It will affect you. People work late into the night, like 2, and you are supposed to be at work by 7. So how are you going to have a decent sleep? You will not get it.
Of course.
Okay. So sometimes you have to put off the phone.
Yeah.
Yes, rest. When you
Rest.
are fine, you can do the work.
Don't sleep with the phone. I mean, it's going to be on the phone till they sleep.
Oh, Charlie.
That's very bad. I know some of us are guilty of that anyways. But I mean, I want to find out about this. Some people are there, they just sleep, then they wake up at a particular time in the night, around 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. It becomes somehow consistent for them. Many people complain that way. Is it also a disorder or just a sleep pattern change?
Yeah, that could be a sleep pattern change.
Okay.
But actually, there is one sleep disorder we mentioned it, sleepwalking.
Okay.
So sometimes people may have this sleep disorder, but they may not be aware. Some people can wake up in the night, leave their bedroom, enter their fridge, take drink. Some can even sometimes cook and eat.
And they will not know.
Yes, and they will not know.
Interesting.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. What prompts them sometimes is they come to bed, and then when they wake up in the morning, they realize their kitchen is messed up. They realize their hands, they have food.
Yeah.
So they now, what happened? What time did I wake up? What time did I do this and those things?
That's a very extreme condition.
Yes. Okay.
Serious
So
one.
you can meet somebody like that. Okay. You can even meet the person, greet the person. He will not respond. He will just look at you and go. You will think that, because he's feeling sleepy and those things. But actually, he's sleeping all right.
Okay.
But he's walking.
Wow. Anyway, Madam G, what would be your advice to our listeners out there about sleep disorders?
Okay. So, in conclusion, if you are able to recognize the signs and symptoms, or you have a problem with sleep, just seek help for an effective treatment.
Okay.
And then to improve your sleep and overall well-being.
Okay.
So health is available for everybody.
So let's still stick to the 8-hour sleep.
Not necessarily sticking to the 8-hour sleep. It's all about the quality of sleep, not the quantity.
Not the quantity.
Yes.
Okay. Quality of sleep, not the quantity.
Yes.
And I want to say to the general public, do not let us abuse drugs.
Of course.
Especially the diazepam and the Valium. Okay. There are other effective ways of treating sleep disorders. And it's not everybody who necessarily must take medication. We may teach you other things that will help you than the medicine. Because when you take diazepam for a long time, you develop other things like addiction.
Okay.
So it will get to a time without that medication, the sleep will not come at all.
Okay.
Then you have entered into another worse phase. You think you are solving a problem, but now you have created a bigger problem for yourself.
Serious.
Okay. So help is there at the mental health unit of the whole municipal hospital. We are there to help people with all these ones. We have clinical psychologists with us and all those. So depending on what you are going through, just come. Let's have a chat. And then together with you, we can design something good for you that will help you sleep well and have healthy life.
The hospital is always open. You can walk in there anytime and then seek advice. Thank you very much, Mr. Jedu, for joining us, and Madam Ahaji from Ho Municipal Hospital. 35 minutes past 7, and we'll take a short break. When we return, we'll be doing the newspaper review right here on the show. Stay with us.
Waking you up every weekday morning.
1 minute past 7, and the African Queen coming in from Two Face. And let me just tell you about African Hill Hotel and Resort as well. And they're giving you a Valentine escape. And we're about to enter the month of, the period where we celebrate Valentine. And African Hill Hotel and Resort is giving you Valentine escape. We have packages that include 60-minute massage for couple, private sip and paint, complimentary green tea, all making up to 514 Ghana cedis for your Valentine escape. And for 4-course dinner for 2, live music, complimentary champagne, a yummy fruity iced dessert. We'll give it to you at cool 450 Ghana cedis only. And also we give you guide local tour of local attraction, waterfalls, monkey village, evening bonfire with wine for your Valentine Day. You spend only 1,800 Ghana cedis for that. And also 1 night stay in a premium suite, complimentary wine, 1 chocolate, romantic room setup, couple massage, breakfast, lunch, and dinner inclusive. I mean, what else do you want for your Valentine? All inclusive for 2,400. And 2 night stay, room decor, lunch, and Cadillac dinner. Complimentary wine, breakfast in bed, 2,450 Ghana cedis. So choose African Hill Hotel today and Resort, and make sure you call them on 0368267501 and also 0208267501.
What I am feeling.
I'm sure that Frank has told me in the ears that he'll be sending his girlfriend, his woman there, and I believe that I wish them all a very nice day. I hope I see you. Go and chill out. You know, maybe every other thing you think. You have no African Hill Hotel and then experience something very nice. Okay. There. Do this time they try it.
Okay.
Just try it and see how it goes. Valentine Day. Take your woman out.
Is it for free?
It's not for free. Like, you need to pay for it.
But you said they are offering us.
Yes, it's an offer, but you have to pay for the offer.
The African Hill.
Yeah.
So how can offer become payment?
Oh, it comes to payment. It's a service they are coming to give you. So.
You're not saying it. So I can now go into bargaining.
They have a package, that's all. You just follow the package and there you go.
You see, what that millennium say now? At least, and what get the island and be allergy.
I can be a may hear long called Dewey, a back up the Gia. Oh, be a day.
I'm making him alone. Yeah, well, yeah, Messi and Gomo. That never be the Jico if you have a Magalomo.
Oh, no, Lebanon, special. Not only make a beer day.
In as much as this offer that you are offering me for a fee this morning is a good offer. Let me bargain.
Yeah, you don't really love the person. If you love the person, don't ask for bargain.
No. Imagine I quit the signal.
And then let the
these are separate entities. So
that means you have spent a lot of money on me.
And what happened?
It shows love. When you love the person. I'm going to work, but I don't love you.
Anyway, Africa here, me say
love is still there. I mean, your hair, love, they tell me away. Rekindle the love back.
Okay.
On Africa, at the African Hill.
Yes.
With nice package for yourself and then your queen. Your queen.
But in German already, so we can go.
Over couple. Over couple.
You captivated my
couple never be because I'm judging a young man.
That time, so you can take me there.
Should be a female, preferably. No, Valentine Day. We want you.
No.
And no longer no problem.
Okay.
Don't. I enjoy you.
All right.
You should be opposite sex. When I turn on another check ball. All right. So let me also tell you about. Still in the month of love is the Pizza Man Chicken Man is ready to help you share some love with you and your loved ones. Pizza Man, I don't feel KFC va metas amoromba do KFC kaka KFC Joe. In fact, Pizza Man ever let's embrace it.
Okay.
No matter African hero la. Pizza Man
no,
Chicken.
Me and you have a VPT again.
Hello.
I'm a VPT again. Okay. So all those female figures, open your throat, open your jaw. You go chop tire.
Sugar daddy.
Yes, daddy they come.
I will go see the ball. Maybe I do this time. But I tell you, I got no. I see what you Miss Gola. That bill level too much. Many of us see the ball. So you should be able to afford your bill.
So by the time when you see the ball, we're 226
Okay, so visit any of our branches across the country and taste the love in a variety of meals. You can also access these love by downloading the Crispy app to place your order while tracking your orders in real time. It's quick and easy. Pizza Man Chicken Man is in Ho and Aflao. In Ho, we at CK Road Junction and Trafalgar Road. Aflao, we at the Shell Filling Station. Remember, it's food and it's enjoyment. Because they're also reminding you that is no food, no payment. No food, no payment. And also call us on 0302 753430. 0302 753430. It's love at first sight. I believe that we woke up this morning with a brand new energy with your cereal mixed on brown from Vokia Farms, and they are telling you we still have in stock millet flour, Hausa cocoa flour, and a quick bimbi for your breakfast. Make sure you always grab a cup of Vokia foods early in the morning. Ready to use and cook, suitable for persons 6 months plus babies. More in quantity, competitive pricing, nutritiously healthy. If you want more information, just call them 0537-683-051. www.vokiafarms.com. Vokia Foods savor the taste of tradition, breakfast, lunch, and dinner effortlessly.
And you are my African queen, the girl of my dreams. You take me where I've never been.
Let me tell you about Zoom Lion. They have an app available for you now, and they say that for fast transaction, complete payment in second, enhanced security, protect your financial information with advanced encryption and fraud detection. User-friendly interface, enjoy seamless experience on our intuitive Zoom Lion app on the Play Store by personalizing your interface, among others. We also have 24/7 support. We have dedicated teams at all regional offices to assist you anytime, anywhere. We are all a call away. Start your journey today. Hassle-free payment today. All right. And also we are looking for people to employ. And if you are SHS graduate looking for a job, if you want to become a service promoter at Zoom Lion Ghana Limited in Ho, then submit your application letter to the HR manager at the regional office here in Ho, opposite the 66 Artillery Regiment. For further inquiries, make sure you call 0241 981942 and get in touch with the fantastic app from Zoom Lion Ghana Limited. 15 minutes past 7, we're going straight into the newspaper review. Frank Abo in the house here. Good morning, Frank.
Good morning, good morning.
I like
good
your
morning.
political attire. Looking good this morning.
Thank you, thank you.
You look
I
like
want to become a minister in Ho Central.
Minister,
but unfortunately, the minister thing just bypassed me just like that. I waited for the deputy. Deputy said to Tayo Shia.
Where's the woman in Pelo?
It's a man there.
It's a lot in the Pegozo.
I'm making you in your very competence, man, like back in you.
Everyone now with you. Hey, next 8 years, I love 4 years.
Oh, like I
will reshuffle.
Maybe in the next 2 years. I'll reshuffle. I heard
the regional minister.
No.
How do you know? You don't like regional minister?
No, I don't want to be a regional minister.
Why? Do they have a problem?
Because the problem with that region is enormous.
Akukaba.
Akukaba.
Like Akukaba. A dog worry. Actually, to come a bit.
Mr. James Gunu solve problem for. No solve problem for my officer.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome
Thank you.
again.
Thank you. Thank you.
And to the Global Morning Show.
Yes.
Anyway, happy. Okay, but I don't want to jump the gun. So let me hold on.
You want to say congratulations, eh?
Me tell it if you want to manage
okay. I was thinking congratulations.
Congratulations. Oh my God, have you experienced too much congratulations?
Yes, that's a new word now.
Okay. Anyway, welcome again.
Thank you.
Which papers are we looking at this morning?
We are looking at the Daily Searchlight, Chronicle, the Ghanaian Times. I think for if there is space, we'll do some more. But let me take you straight to the Daily Searchlight here. I said in connection with the suspension of the 4 MPs, people raised the issue that the Speaker lacked jurisdiction. He did not have the power to give that order he gave. And so the paper is also saying here that the unclaimed mandate stops Babin's committee. So the committee he has set up to investigate the issue, they did not even give the clear mandate for the committee to operate. And seriously, I thought the paper has seen it differently. Because whatever happened, we all know the issue. Investigate, bring the people, add recommendations. This is what the people have done. This is the punishment for it. Then we move forward.
Well, it needs to be investigated. But I'm sure that the investigation is becoming a problem. This is that people need to come and testify.
Yes.
But their bosses are telling them not to go.
And so the people who are willing to testify, they should go and indict those who are not willing to go. Then the punishment will run just like that. Yes, if you refuse to come and testify, those who testify, by all means they will indict 1 or 2. Then we take them on, the state will take them on.
Definitely. I don't know why you would prevent somebody to come and testify on a very serious issue.
It should be there. They play.
But you also said there was an unknown person in the video who was also going about with the MPs scattering things around. And they are looking for that person as at now. They say he's not a member of the parliament. They don't know where he's coming from. He's just a stranger. They saw him running up and down during the issue, when the issue was happening. So where from him?
So this brings the issue of the marshals, the security, with all the securities we have in Parliament House. And seriously, somebody comes into the house, so you realize that the person knows the area, knows the terrains very well. So the person have that face, so he can just go around anyhow, and nobody is asking him. And but in actual fact, you also realize that very time period, visitors are around. People come in the morning, afternoon, evening, night, just to support their nominee. So I'm sure they might have mistook that person to be one of those visitors, but still. If we have investigative bodies in this country, they can easily pick up that person if only they want to.
Anyway, let's see how this issue go.
Yes.
But Bajira is still in charge.
Yes.
So let's see how he handles this.
Then the paper also said minority kick against Dr. Asiama's appointment as Bank of Ghana governor. The issues surrounding it. Then the Chronicle.
I mean, do we have to allow him to be that? Because I'm sure the case has been cleared. They say he's
You see, no, they say the president have the power. If the president appointed him, go to work. Go to work. Minority will always raise issue against one thing or the other. The country must run.
They feel that his issue is in court, and he doesn't have the credibility to have a case in court and to be a governor. That's where they are coming from.
Oh no, you see, well, president also knows that he has case in court, but he appointed him. So seriously, that, as I said, they have given you an appointment. Say go to work. Just go to work. Who do you obey? Do you obey the minority or you obey the president? Who is your paymaster now?
And so, but they also mention about the Council of State also approving him.
Yes.
The Council of State has not been
So I sat here last time we raised this issue. I said, let's move away from the old way of doing things. Remember when the regional minister announced that they will be going to Beve, and I was against the approach. That this is the same approach they have been using for every situation in the past. So going forward, let's adopt another approach. So if the minority is saying right now that because Council of State members are not in place, so there's no way somebody can assume office and work for the state and work for the betterment of this country, I don't get it. The old way of doing things, we are growing. Let's move away from those things. Do you understand? Anyway, even though we said all these things they are being they are in the constitution, so it's just an implementation. But you and I will agree that the constitution is sick. So if it's sick, do we hold on with the sick person like that and be working with it? No. So let's move away from the old way of doing things. Okay, so if there is an issue right now and the Council of State election couldn't go on the February 11th, what happened? The Bank of Ghana, the governor should be sitting at home, whilst we suffer in this country.
It's a concern. You see, let's be careful about the precedent we set. This issue will also happen.
See,
in the NDP.
This year we are setting in the 8th Parliament. Let me say the last government, they set precedents by appointing 100 and something ministers. They have done appointments that we are not even known. In the last 8 years, when they were appointing the CEOs, do we get to know all of them like this? We don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That
so,
the cases like that happened in the Akufo-Addo government, that there were appointments that were supposed to be approved by the Council of State that they did not approve. And those appointments were made. That's what I'm saying, that it's the same thing that the NDC is also doing now. And that's what I'm saying, that we should be careful about the precedent we set. And this issue was happened under Akufo-Addo. Appointments were made under the article where Council of State are supposed to give approval. And there was no approval from Council of State, and the person was appointed.
So if it is good yesterday, why are you disagreeing for today?
That is the issue right now. That's what I'm saying. We should be careful about the precedents we set.
Seriously, as for this very year, this let me say a new administration era, a lot of precedents are set. New things have been put in place, and seriously, I will say it again: the approach of yesterday should not migrate itself to today. Let's invent new approaches and use and get results.
That's all.
That is it. So a Council of State election will surely come on. Whatever they will also come and do, they will do it. Left to me alone, that thing should be scrapped.
Yeah, people are calling for it to be scrapped.
It should be scrapped.
They are not seeing the essence of Council of State.
Only go and sit down there and take tea, early morning tea, afternoon tea.
Oh, but they do certain ways anyway. It's not just tea they take. You are just trying to be mischievous.
Okay, point one thing in your locality that the Council of State is responsible for.
Oh, but are they responsible for development? They are not responsible.
They advise.
Just advise.
And they sit down.
That's all. I think we have developed our governance in the way of.
So when I say point, when I say point one thing, too, you see they are responsible. They advise. So what is this that the president will say? Oh, Council of State advised me to do, and I've moved forward and I've done it. For example, For example, Beve water pump. The Council of State advised me that if you don't replace it in the next 2 months, it will break down. And they have moved to replace it. Point to it. Nothing.
Is that their job?
That is what. No, I mean the advice. So they have advised the president. And normally, you see, before the election, we had how the agenda 111 came into being, the concept. They said the vice president said vice president walked to his office and said, oh, there are 88 districts that did not have district hospitals. That is an advice from the vice president to president. So the president hold the issue, they have scope, they have investigate more, and they realize that it should rather be 111. That's an advice from the president. And he mentioned it boldly. Did he or any of the president comes out before he said, Council of State advised me to go and do this, and this is the result? I say, what?
Well, a job maybe messy.
Well, I was to check Bereka.
Yeah.
So that's it. So, what do I no.
No. If they say no to the president Atagwebe, yes, and there's no thing that can say that. Yes. Listen to Council of News.
And don't forget, I'm going to get over for me. Catch a phone too much, you'll be sent to the back bench.
In the Council of State.
Anyway, let me go to the Chronicle. Notable blows cover of NDC land grabbers. Mention Boteman, Adenta Aviation, Military Cemetery, and Tamale Residency. You see, so Notable. Well, I would say the one who's sponsoring the Chronicle right now is doing very well. He's doing very well. Because the kind of things they are putting on their front page.
Chronicles.
Yes.
But I'm having a problem with graphic and the communication they made about cancellation of trainee teachers allowance.
No, you see, no, that thing, the headline was a question. It was a question that people didn't decode very well.
Wasn't no? It didn't add a question mark. There.
Yes, I read it here. They added.
They added question mark.
Yes.
To it. I think I will need to find out because
find out. I wish I can retrieve it right now and show it to you. It was a question. Say the question is teacher training allowance going? That was how it is with a question mark.
I'll find out.
So it was a decoding that became a problem. That is it.
Anyway, but they came back to say this is not true. In fact, graphic should have made a lot of,
defense. Anyway.
Yeah, before they
everything is new. So let's go on.
Okay.
Then the last, Chronicle said Upper West Region Chiefs approve Mahama's oral. Sorry, Western Region rather. Western Region Chiefs approve, or the president is in the Western Region. If you visited the market, the Modi market side, say they will call on the contractor and the finance minister. They will see how best they can, and they finish up that project. Then let me take you to there's one story at the Daily Dispatch. They said Freemasonry is compatible with Catholicism. A grandmaster responds to Bishop Osei Bosu.
A Freemason is
compatible to, in short, Catholic Church.
Oh.
Yes. The grandmaster response. So I read this story because of the argument we had last week concerning that. I say it's not a secret society. You will say it's a secret society here and there. And I've been following this thing. I don't know whether you saw Afenyo Makin on TV trying to read certain things from a small book. I've forgotten the name he mentioned. Say everything there is from the New Testament. Then the Ghanaian Times.
Anyway, but the Catholic Church should come and prove this or establish this for us. If they also keep quiet, we'll assume it that way.
Me, I will say it every day. That group It's not different from St. John. It's not different from Masha.
It's the same thing.
And there are other ones.
Maybe they dress like the same way,
but so
they operate differently. But are you a Catholic? Are you a Catholic yourself?
I'm not.
But how did you know their work is the same?
Oh, you see, the fact is, if you are inquisitive, you are inquisitive. You want to know, you know. That's it. So I try to find out about all these things. And besides, I live with Catholics in my house for so long. We grew up together, and they are actually some of them are mass boys, and they are member of Masha. Some are member of St. John's. So I get to know of all this, and I have friends like that. Oh, yes, anyway. I even have close friends who are now Catholic fathers. Catholics, they become father, and they are there. I have a lot of them. I schooled with some of them.
The Catholic people need to come and explain to us. Yeah.
Then the Ghanaian Times, new Hajj fare pegged at 62,000, down from 75,000 in 2024. So 62,000 Ghana cedis. So how will you pack money like this? 62,000. I could do plane I'm not. This is my opinion. Let me make it clear. Do you know the meaning of Alaji?
What does it mean?
Stranger. And you come back now, we'll be calling you stranger.
Is that the meaning of Alaji?
Yes.
Alaji is stranger.
Yeah.
Malamisa. Explain. Okay. But I think it's expensive.
It's expensive.
Why is it expensive? Like, is Mecca far away?
I don't know.
So far. US, you don't spend so much to even go to US.
62,000 Ghana cedis. I was thinking they should slash this thing down.
Maybe because of the demand.
Yes. When it happens like that,
but it's a president's promise he has made. So
and that is why the reduction came from 75 now to 62,000.
75,000 to 62,000.
62,000 Ghana cedis.
So like about 10,000.
Yes, go off 10,000 plus go.
Wow.
So it's a relief. It's a relief.
It's a relief to the Muslim community.
62,000 is a relief.
It's a relief.
Okay.
But if 10,000 is enough for you to find 10,000 is.
Anyway, I'm thinking government can do better.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they should reduce it to
maybe 4,000. 4,000. Even 4,000 is too much. 3,000.
3,000 Ghana cedis.
Yes.
Are they going to Togo? Is it Togo they are going to?
Nembe Adeji Kodeji. 3,000 is not bad.
For 72,000 to 3,000.
Because listen, the number that is going, you see, in pricing, the more the quantity, the lesser the price. Yeah, they use quantity to price. So the more the thing, the less the price. So the fewer the thing, the higher the price. So let's look at the number that is going. So 3,000 won't be bad. It will not be bad at all.
That would be too much.
3,000 swenya via. Yake cry 62.
So what about the people who also go to the Israel? Christian people also go to Israel.
You see,
do we also have?
We
don't have a period where Christians really travel to Israel. We are not like the Muslim.
Individuals. That one is limited to those big. They call themselves head pastors. I am the big man.
Bishop,
so Bishop. When you turn it down, Jagbanya Gri Hode. Nyakpo members of Viraco joga ko che yira hon ma dare ko me ko gboko
eba ku chi dele Israel ba jara
na bi I know. Then so you have a picture of President Mahama meeting some project officers. They say President Mahama promised to complete Takrady Market Circles project. Market Circle project. Then the new crusading guide here say minority slam Mahama for dropping charges against acting BOG governor threatening to petition IMF.
Oh, but people should relax. don't be too much. Let me just advise MP to not be too much anxious about certain things. It's a case that Attorney General has cancelled. It's the same former Attorney General who had a case against this man, and the new Attorney General says that the case is not making any headway against.
No,
so
but you remember I mentioned that
charge.
I don't like the way the new Attorney General is trying to clear people and dismiss cases. You remember I said
the case doesn't really, it's not going anywhere. You can't dismiss it.
It's
If
not
if
as if it's not
time,
going anywhere.
It's a waste of time.
One of the questions we need to ask is one, do they identify any wrongdoing? Yes or no?
Has it been proven? No.
So
you see, you are guilty until you are proven.
So let me say this:
So
the person, if you have been identified for wrongdoing, who should come and approve it? Who should prove it that yes, the person has done something wrong?
If you accuse me of doing wrong and you don't have evidence to tell me that this is what I've done, then you don't have a case.
Okay.
You don't have
so if they don't have it, how can they proceeded and they get to court and
Of
all
course.
this while? So it's
You can
just
accuse me,
no. It is
but
just
you
it is
cannot-
that this thing is just a courtroom gymnastics. That is why the case travel all this long. And I would say the Attorney General at that time is not honest to his appointer. If I appointed you to do certain things, why are you not doing it? What is preventing you? But rather, they have chosen some few cases that are politically motivated and they want to execute and score points there. That is what the whole thing. But some of these cases, the person is in office, deputy governor. That's why I asked the question, have they cited anything called wrongdoing against the person? If yes, and what is preventing you? And you see, at the end of the day, they have not prosecuted anybody, they have not charged anybody. Nobody.
So,
The only person they have charged, because they charged her in her absence. Charge, like, a judgment is pronounced in absentia. In absentia.
That's the only person that they were able
Yes.
to. But they came with a lot of
cases.
that they
Serious.
want
And we didn't see any of those things. See Dr. Aponi enjoying right now. Very soon, we'll post Nege.
I think Bella going to IMF to tell them that the Bank of Ghana
That's the bad side anyway.
Case. I mean, IMF does not involve in legal issues in Ghana. They will not put their mouth into legal issues. Is the case cleared? Is the person freed? Yes. Has the person been accused by government? Yes. Has government cleared the person? Yes. So what is the essence of IMF concerned right now? I don't really understand their position. So let's make peace and this guy needs to work for us to get somewhere. Otherwise, our financial issues will be in crisis.
Anyway, then Supreme newspaper.
Yeah.
Tension bill between SNIT and GBH. Oh, sorry. So there is a tension at SNIT office right now, and GBH board. As Kofi Osafo-Maffo fight appointment of acting CEO for La Palm Royal Hotel. So, Kofi Osafo-Maffo, do you that I am even counting your days? I wish you even pack your things and go home.
Osafo-Maffo's
Sad. UK wanted to sell the people's property to family and friends. You also contested. Seriously, your days are numbered.
Anyway.
Then Suhini Dumelo, Swemsae, and Apak named in Muhammad's deputy ministerial list.
I want to congratulate John Dumelo for that appointment.
Why are you not congratulating Suhini or Apak?
They've done well, but this guy has been consistent. Knows what he's about. John Dumelo has been on that journey of agriculture. I mean, he has always been updating us about his farm and things. So, having a deputy agric minister position is something I would say, if any president has done this, I would say kudos to that president. Because you are putting somebody in his expect field to deliver. So, we are expecting some changes in the agricultural system. Mahama himself is a farmer, so we need a change in this system. And Dumelo, I really trust that he can do something. Even though he's a deputy minister, he might not, but he still can do something. Congratulations, John Dumelo, Deputy Agriculture Minister.
Efo Seto Esenya.
Seto. That never disappoints me. That one.
Yeah, people they praise you even though you are from OT.
Oh yeah, I mean, John Dumelo, congratulations. I'm really proud of that appointment for you. I'm happy for you. Yeah.
Then let me take you to the last paper. The business analyst. A business inflation on downward trend. Then Ghana, Africa to emulate China's rise, Moody assets. That is it. And also, I said last story about the inquiry here. As we are also busy praising John Dumelo, let me also praise, let me say congratulations to Mr. Thomas Ampim. He's appointed Deputy Finance Minister.
Yeah.
And he's the MP for Sojaman. Sojaman. Congratulations to him. You know, he's a teacher. He was a teacher. Was a teacher and attended the only training college in Ghana.
The only training college in Ghana?
Yes. Okay, we have 2 training colleges, GAFCO and ADES.
We have Franco there.
And I'm telling you, GAFCO and ADES.
Okay.
So
I don't know which criteria I'm using.
So he is a product of GAFCO.
GAFCO.
Yes, Peki Training College there.
Okay.
So he's the one of the fine product from that school.
And Deputy Finance Minister.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Congratulations to all GAFCOnians. Congratulations to the late Chadidi, the family of the late Chadidi, SWK Chadidi. Yes.
You are close to the family, is that it?
Yes. I'm from that fraternity. So
okay.
I know what I'm saying. And the Chadidi, the late Chadidi is a principled English dragon.
Oh, wow.
Commando.
Wow.
Yes.
Fantastic.
And these are his products. Thomas Ampim is his products.
Okay.
Yes.
So you are close with the deputy
not
finance?
Not close, but I know him. I know him in person. We met before. Yes.
You want to use your link, so
you can follow me. Okay. We'll get there. We'll say congratulations. Bye bye.
Anyway,
that's the papers. That's the papers for now.
All right. So let me just give you some details on Ghana Web. And Ghana Web is talking about why Archbishop Duncan William cried after seeing Akufo-Addo Mahama together. I mean, we don't know what happened there, but here also on Ghana Web, my husband ordered that I leave parliamentary vetting chaos. Appointment committee clerk has been talking.
Yeah, it's good. You should just leave it. If you see, in as much as she's worried, I'm worried as well. And it's not a good thing. All those apology is just a sentence that passed. The ripple effect is ahead. I'm telling you, if there is change of power right now, that woman will suffer.
Which shouldn't be the
case.
In fact,
you see,
I said the woman has been there for so long now.
Yes.
18 years.
Rising up to that position in parliament is not a small thing. And you use just a minute. So all the MPP fraternity, they will be looking at that woman differently.
Even after the apology.
Yes.
But looking at his posture, the way he apologized, does he really mean it?
Oh, yes, he mean it, but that's why I said those are sentences. They are words from his heart. But as in the masses, no. You see? But anyway, you have to live side by side with it.
Anyway, this one says, my constituent asked me to speak to watch as Asante Achim North MP delivers parliamentary contribution in local dialects. We saw this gentleman, made a lot of comments in local dialect. People are saying that we don't have translator in parliament. So we should use normal English language so that everybody understand.
Yes.
But he also wants his constituent who voted for him to understand what is happening in parliament. So we are torn between the constituent and the rest of the people.
You see, this MP, I would say, excuse me to say, it's unreasonable. This is the floor of parliament that you have 275 people, and with other workers. So if everybody wants to speak his or her dialect, who will understand the other? Meloko wasokole mtinya kimino ogbo msese bibla mbe amegbeto be atu hokaka do ma ogbo ye ma de tototo me over na ole gbe vuvuvu do menye sorry okikimiwa kimi e achele todo jugbeji to chobe yo ma lo ocho je todo efi ocho be yo ma lo ko ma jowa
tade leka mi o che o ti a o de ko apia se pasenya ikele jojo gome.
So
your constituent. I'm also concerned about
he
them.
has to do something in his constituent to educate the constituent, get them to the limelight. But still, there's informal education is there. I want to spend money and employ teachers to start educating people how to join one letter to the other to form a word, then one word, two words later. Yes, it's a project.
Instantly, somebody wants to understand.
It's a project he must embark on. The floor of parliament is not many codify all. Many no. So how would that work?
But so if an MP is elected does not understand English, so it means that the MP will not talk.
That is what it. But we have seen some in the past.
I don't think we have requirement for becoming MP that you must speak English. No,
it is by you yourself. You know that house is a house of lawmakers. If you cannot read, you cannot speak the very language that you can use to communicate to your colleague in the floor of parliament. How will you even file in the first place? That is why the MP, the former MP, the hairdresser. Do you remember? By April, I'll be fine, and April didn't come till today. That is why some of those people were flash out. You see? And those people, those pigmen, feel like they have money and they can sponsor anything to Parliament House. This is the problem.
Okay. So to be too much burden on Parliament?
No, so they should be silent. Seriously, language. If you cannot communicate clearly, there is a universal language, which is the English. That's what we are speaking. If you
cannot communicate clearly,
down voter here, do you know that every scribe it varies? If you domine cry fufu, amele le fifi ne nyime fo no ma semo even no seme cry che seme differently. Vovegbe from Kekabado Togo. So any Togo them Togo tore no me donato ma do toro aketupa emase mama preso master me. Same way, the way I'm if double doing a keta a catchy no tomatoche, other was semi differently. Tone is also there. So how will you say you want to speak tree on the floor of parliament? Who does that?
The donation is different.
Good.
But understanding will be there.
And that's why I said either Amia Seme. Masemolo alo maybe amia semalo aseme differently.
Aseme differently.
Yes. This is the reason. This, for example, I have few friends from the south. So just I mean asemka away Ellen excuse me. Mkanyele. Oh, mi grona be aleto. You see the difference in pronunciation. Me one word will mean the same. Let me give you another example. The word to, to. To could mean your ear or mountain or the one we used to pound fufu.
But if you put in the sentence, I'll understand. It depends on where you are driving at.
It depends on the one you are speaking to.
No, if you say to and you put in a sentence,
and I'm also
mean.
telling you, it depends on the one you are speaking to. The way that person will understand you.
I think you is one. understanding. It's just that the donation that is different.
Water.
I
So
believe
if
that
you say it's just that the donation is different,
donation.
so it means it's not one.
But there's one understanding.
No, water. I am telling you.
You want to run away from that, but
No. I want you to get it there. The variations in this our every language and have it boils down to the one you are speaking to and the way that person will decode it.
Anyway, Parliament can do translation for people.
No.
Understand.
Fine, it's good. That is another way of creating job for some people, but it will. I about the parliamentary proceedings.
Anyway, that will be the effect of it.
Yes.
But I am concerned about the ordinary people also understanding how law is being made, what the processes are in Parliament. I am more concerned about that. The ordinary person who voted that MP there should understand what is happening. That is my only concern.
Okay, and you have a constitution.
What are them?
You see, let's try and move away from. You see, I love it the way, I love the way what he wanted to do. Yes, but that's a wrong platform. So this is it. Let me use it. Let me say this. The Mianovia Bluto, I can't constituency. I can't. Let me say Ashantis. They want the language to be everywhere. Check the number of TV stations the Twi speaking English. The morning show Kekewa Miami everybody. There's the TV station. I like from A to Z. SMA. So, talking about the radio stations, it's agenda they are driving. So gradually they are getting to the floor of Parliament. So what happens to the other languages?
Anyway, you have a point, though. We'll find out more. And Kojo Opon Nkrumah is saying that Ghana would have celebrated only 50 ministers and not 60 ministers if NPP had won 2024 election.
It's good he said if. He
said they would have done 50, not 60.
And I'm also saying I'm happy he said if the result, if the word if. Yeah. So now that the if didn't come, we are celebrating 60 now.
50 Opon Nkrumah. Anyway, well, people are even saying that Mama should do more than 60.
So over to Henry. I say I'm sorry and appoint more. And the others are also saying they would have been celebrating this.
So anyway, double standard in there coming in from the other side of the party. Okay, so let me give you this one also. Minority leader shares how the NDC can keep the MPP in opposition for nearly a century. Majority leader shares how NDC.
Well, we also know they should just do according to the will of just reduce hardship. All the promises they have given, no Jaguar, they should keep to their promise. They reduce hardship drastically, ever. I'm telling you.
Reduce hardship.
Yes.
That is cut down on food prices.
Everything down.
Or we should just maintain the price, or we should cut it down.
Whether they can cut it down or maintain it, but make sure the scarcity is the word scarcity is not there. People can have access to money. Remember when we were buying fuel at 4 cities and we have 15 cities plus a liter.
The petrol 14.
14 fuel petrol.
Yeah.
No.
Is this here?
Well,
check their board.
Is diesel 14.99.
14.99.
Yes.
15.
Your fuel is petrol is 15.
And the diesel is
14.99.
But I checked that place, it was 14.99.
I am telling you.
Okay.
So just as I said, I made promise me 4 cities what soon. I do my time like about 2 cities. I can't feel whole jump here. So if you feel like whole 14 and 15, my 14 touches 15 quick me. If you know, don't keep promise, but okay, Peggy, the female guy, yamo. Allo, Maga did you hold a female co, and by an all of a dollar G check book guy, and what the video book guy, dollar fear, the implementation of 24-hour economy 133 epitiva vame. But this country will be like heaven, and we will become
public satisfaction.
We will become one party state.
And it will be who? Which party?
The one who is making things work.
Anyway, he said, "Look at Rwanda. Everyone is happy with the president.
Yes.
When the general populace is satisfied, they will continue to support the party that serve them well." That's his comment.
But that doesn't mean nobody is contesting him. Paul Kagame.
Yeah.
People are contesting him.
But he's still getting majority of the vote.
Yes, just because of the implementations of his policies.
Gaosu Traditional Council bans Valentine's Day celebration.
I support that.
You support it?
Yes, I support it. However, that February, by November, then we start recording the views. I got view Namiza.
Valentine's Day view. OGO, this Valentine's Day never for this time. I think they have a time where they
9 months time. So February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November.
Okay,
9 months.
so anybody born in November is Valentine's Day product.
Yes.
Oh, so November at all.
So me like this, I'm a November born.
Okay. That's now understand.
And you see, getting to November, Christmas is coming, and no just a ho. No, just a 7 you could get a peppy me. Tanaba de Vimola and over system another viewer, get one of football. And that's what I don't like. That's why I supported the idea. Should be banned.
All right. This one says that, let me just give you this detail here. It's a cops exhume a tidal wave ravages Salakope.
Yes.
And
yes.
Amuchinu.
Yes.
Amuchinu. Oh. I'm a go to do a chill. I'm a go head.
Your door, I'm a jolly, your chapuche, tidal with the value. You get your door, your family, because your family.
Yeah, your bedroom,
you know, those places they are closer to the sea, and if you get all the Amerofete, a chair, Bafuma Pete.
Oh, Tamago to do a chill head doing. Oh,
Bafuma Pete.
Very bad, eh?
Yes.
All a chamber police bear.
Yes, that's what it means.
And that water is going somewhere else. And that is somebody's livelihood.
You like bad again, man, but they are coming. Today, I do a passion. Who knows where for Valley?
Don't say that. Don't say that. All right, July 1 to become a public holiday again under Mahama's leadership. July 1st, July. And that will be which name for that celebration? Republic Day. Okay. And Clotte Colley NDC members condemn derogatory comments against Senator Ajiman Rawlings.
Yes.
The daughter of a murderer.
Yes.
They say Abu Jinapor is the one who they are accusing for saying that. But he came out to say it's not like that. You don't say things like that.
You see, our honorables are not living up to expectation.
In fact.
And do you know that very same day that comment was made, the same minority is pushing that we should be praising Edward. Is it Edward? Akufado's father. What's his name, Brown?
Edward Akufado.
Edward Akufado.
Yeah.
They were pushing that we should praise him. With all the things we have read that man did, the good and the bad.
They were talking about JB Dankwa actually.
JB Dankwa. Yes. They were pushing that we should praise him. I think they were remembering the 60 years of his demise and blah blah. And he said he has made mark, he fight for human rights. He's the same person that wrote to our colonial masters that we are not ready for independence. You see? And his contribution led us to where we are.
So they were
the
the founders
contribution
of UGCC at that
yes.
time. And they said that he's the one who invited Kwame Nkrumah to come and become the secretary.
He's not the party. The
UGCC.
party, not he. The
They
party.
say he's one of the people who motivated.
And so they are a group, it's a party. So,
Under UGCC.
so as I said, his contribution brings us to where we are right now. And we should also not forget that the contribution of the late Rawlings also led us here. And I've been saying, whether he killed or not, were to come and fight Bemile. That firing squad let the blood flow, those things gave us peace today.
You're talking about Rawlings?
Yes. So there is no way everything. See, all those things were done for a reason, and they have given us peace. They have paved way for democracy today. The peace we are enjoying today. So the one who made that comment seriously should be ashamed of himself.
The act of Rawlings is what people are talking about. His approach of solving that situation is what.
There is no straight. There is no perfect.
Is good.
There is no perfect approach of solving problem. Whatever you are applying that time is the best to you and the people around. People will have problem with it. By all means, so instantly when there's concerning the chaos in Parliament recently, the appointment committee issue, minority leader, the speaker, he announced the suspension. Minority leader, he said speaker has given a directive, so he ordered his colleagues to just leave. So they were not part of the rest of the vetting. So at that point in time, the orders came. Everybody listened, we all obey. It was afterthought. When you are thinking about the whole thing after that, there is another alternative rather. But it has been done. And the truth is, does it bring us peace? Yes. Does it bring us to where we are right now? Yes. No.
So, well, by this time, I'm not sure that approach can be used anymore because of human
rights. That is why I say at that time. So no matter what, we still have to recommend the man. We still have to praise him. We don't have to do this to the family.
Anyway,
then,
at all, I don't think that.
And if somebody would do that, not from honorable people, not from honorable members from the House of Parliament, they should be the one who made that noise should be ashamed.
Very much ashamed, because they're trying to use a scene of whatever way you want to tell me that a scene on the daughter of. I mean, she's somebody who has not been involved in that at all.
If I were to be in the gender ministry, women advocates, all women's group will rally together and fish out the one who made that, and we'll make sure we prosecute the person, we'll find the person heavily.
So up to now, we don't know who has said that. Still,
but the tapes are there. Don't do recordings in Parliament House? Don't we have experts that can hear voices and detect that this person is the one who made the comment? We have it.
Anyway, I think that comment will be regretted by anyone who said it. but this is what is in their mind. So they have just exposed what they've been thinking about.
Yes.
So all along, this is what they have been.
So they are busy putting things in place just to seriously. Let me use the word insult, to insult them, some members of the majority.
Imagine if Rawlings was still alive. How
is he going to feel concerning this? You see, it's bad. Seriously, the godfathers of these honorable people in Parliament should call them to order. That right now, where you are right now, you are now a Ghanaian, no longer MPP. Let's do Ghana. Let's build Ghana together. Some of this comment is unnecessary.
Volta Regional Minister James Gunu pledges to revamp tourist sites to boost local economy. He said this on the City Newsroom. And
he said it here too on Global FM.
Okay, he said it here on Global FM as well. Yeah. So he said he's going to boost the tourism site. In fact, road is what we are concerned about on this tourist site. Blue Waterfalls Road, Amejope, this Canopy Walk Road, the road very bad, and other places.
Yeah.
He said we have crocodiles here also.
Yes.
we have crocodiles.
Yes, it's is it Avedaka or that lane? I don't know where specifically.
Crocodiles.
Yeah, live crocodiles.
Yes. And we've not made any noise about it.
Even there is crocodile at Halefi here. Halefi. You know Halefi?
Yeah, Halefi just here.
Yes, there's crocodile there.
We have number of crocodiles or just one crocodile?
Oh, okay. As at the time I went there, I saw 2.
And nobody's going there to take pictures with the crocodile. Oh, I mean, this is a serious case. We thank God that he has identified this and you work on it. Johnson Asiema uniquely qualified to hold BOG governor position. Kwachi Ofusu says this. And outgoing SIC MD alleged lock offices and leaves with key.
Oh, wow, double first time. I don't key, lock and effort.
But your term is over. Why are you still locking key? So what do you want to use the place for? What do you want to use the place for? I think you should just let the others also, take charge of that place as well. And let's move forward. And let me take the last one here. If you still have more there. Let me take this one here. In Ashanti Radio, dancing off DC flees as assembly members demand his removal. Okay, so this is the story here on citynewsroom.com, and I just moved away from there. Let me find out if we have some.
Let me take you some few ones from City before you go. Say 39% of Ghanaians prefer treasure bills for financial security. KPMG report says, and I want to say the haircut that was introduced should be taken away before reporting this. It's good. We have been hearing of treasure bills. In Mekbovi they had
treasure bills.
Yeah,
it's good.
Then
and bond, this kind of things.
2 more suspects arrested in Unswa Traman Kotoko match violence. And again, the violence and sports stadia during sports shouldn't be. Then Mahama appoints Shamsai Dumelo Soini and as other deputy ministers designated. So that is the 2 news that I want to talk about. And let me say, okay, let's go on.
All right, let's get on to it. The chaos, cowardice, and the collapse of Ghana's parliamentary integrity. And this is some opinions on myjoyonline.com. And they are saying the integrity of parliament has been gone or is put in a ditch. Bank of Ghana governor appointment. Apajo Makin cacophony exposes political hypocrisy and desperation. All right. Ghana's first ever female vice president, clarion call for change, development, and empowerment. And these are opinions on myjoyonline.com, and still on myjoyonline.com. And let me just give you this information here. It talks about bushfire set another yam ban ablaze. Farmers appeal to help. I mean, this is a very huge yam farm. Yam ban. Odo tegbogbo that I save ko jobite.
Menye kisi talk boto talk to gawa tojo gaga juwagere mi meda.
Oh, etebete fiare.
Menyo and I was reading some stories on where if we don't take time there will be scarcity of bushmeat.
Yeah, because of bushfire.
Bushfire and the way the people are sweeping the bush. What told you for Agpolo? Gbeme anyigba jobibi etefepete akudo de sare ale boto vieme pele viopete so like aga so aga jiforai.
Oje do bushmeat into ya.
Oh yes.
Just cataloga.
They are not my favorite anyway, but I make pomadu. Oh,
but they are expensive.
Me lokpo like bombe yata esema. That was Sunday evening. I met to Trafalgar area. Me po le line me ole kpora si miato Pete ole kpora si gakpo le ekpo onu. akpọba akpọlọgbe emepete ta ugboba afe.
Ole nukuiwa. Anyway. Bushmeat via la gbegbe. E kwa tiche grass cutter no be apele.
And so ejo ototo kpọlọgbe eme popolo too much. And on this one I call on wildlife. Our wildlife people, what is happening? Are you around?
You see, when the fire happens, you're not even going to know who did it.
Yes.
But you can know this is on this person's land. So you can find the person's land.
So Forestry Commission and Wildlife, you're touching me no of magic. So nejo ogbo mi eche megas you try me ajagba mi achi desu no leun. Mi eche no wa desu no. Ape fire service store no baba mi ayo fire service store. No wa to an vai ke wo lo si wa vai ke mi.
All right, so Bejira, I understand they give him some appointment. Is he?
I'm not aware.
Is
Deputy Minister.
Deputy Minister.
The Works and Housing.
Yeah, Works and Housing.
Yes. Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
Your prayers work this time around.
Yeah, so we have a minister in Ho now.
Deputy Minister.
Deputy is still a minister.
In Ho West. In Ho West.
But for who? Who?
Ho West. Ho West.
Who and Ho West?
Whenever.
It hasn't been given.
Oh,
I
really?
think I heard some story like that.
Every time I heard something like that. That's why when you mention it.
I saw a publication. Somebody sent me a list of people who have been nominated.
Okay.
I think he's not part of it.
Then at least you and I saw it's a wrong one.
Then it should be a wrong list anyway. But we'll do a really good cross check and find out.
Yes, we'll find out.
All right. But anyway, he's still the chairman of that committee, and I think he's doing well. He has started very well, and still, yes. And we'll end it here, ladies and gentlemen, for the newspaper review here on Global 105.1 FM.
It's the Global Morning Show. Wake up to an exciting morning.
We still have a lot for you. Stay with us after this break.
Education is the most powerful weapon to change the world.
Saleria Ahmed and Optical Suppliers, your eye care world, now located at the ground floor of Max International Building on the Ho High Court to Goyle Road, invites you to be part of the bigger family. At Saleria Ahmed, we are experts in comprehensive eye examination, dispensing of spectacles and contact lenses, outreach and corporate screening, DVLA eye testing, visual field tests, keratometry and optical services. We also accept health insurance.
Salaria Imen and Optical Supplies, Nyanyanam Edwajabe, Fifia, Akpomile Max International, Jibo Hotel Tutu, Leguel, Ide High Court Mododuaji, Salaria Imen, Galebe Donyoji, Doyo Wana Memie, Le Salaria Imen and Optical Supplies, Wenye, Nkudodopo, na Ameojibe Yako driver's license, Le DVLA, Gankui Tutu Anyono Nkua, Le Miagbo, Miewa Nkudodopo na Solihao, Amedeke de Keo, Kole Fufopo, Aleke Nkwa Fudem na Oha, Tokunyebe, na Dotare Salaria Imen and Optical Suppliers. Miehona Agbetakpododo Abe, Apex Health Insurance, Premier Health Insurance, Phoenix Health Insurance, Metropolitan Health Insurance, Equity Health Insurance, Glyco Health Insurance, Ghana Association of Bankers Insurance, Ple, Cosmopolitan Health Insurance, Miewa Docho, Joda Vase de Fidaogbe, Chundi Gani, Vase Etrogaton, Kele Memidogba, Chundoga Wieve, Vase Etrogaton, Kele Holiday Wa, Chundoga Wieve, Vase Fiegaton, Fifia, Akpo Salaria Imen and Optical Suppliers, Le Max International Jibo Hotel Tutu, Le Guel Ide High Court Mododoaji, Ne Hienuma Kokoa, na 669, Allo 054 492 7175, Allo 020 901 2668. Salaria Imen and Optical Supplies, Wonku Akpo Kikamekata.
It's the Global Morning Show. Wake up to an exciting morning.
Morning show, and very shortly we'll be getting to the opinion segment, and William Tenu is here, speaks for the movement for change. William, good morning, welcome.
Yeah, good morning.
How you doing?
Good morning, I'm doing well, and a very good morning to our listeners and movement for change members in Volta region. And let me also go national. Honorable Alan Kojo Charamati, a very good morning to you.
How is he doing?
He's doing well. He's doing well, yeah. He's a very strong man. Yeah. And a fulfilled man.
Fulfilled man.
As for this one, I'll be saying it all the time.
Are we going to see him 2028?
Yes.
We are going to see him.
By then, also, I hope all structures will be in place by then.
Okay.
And the movement for change might move from forward from the movement status to maybe a party status.
Okay.
That's what we are.
Align with MPP is out of the consideration. No going back.
You see, that will determine what will happen in 2026. We know in MPP we still have some unifying forces or people who are willing to unify the party. And if we should get such a person leading the party other than Dr. Baumia, and I think members of Movement for Change might come back, because I know there is a leader we are looking at. Even though I am not with the MPP, I still have some people I am dealing with in the MPP, and they are looking at projecting a leader who can unify the party and even get to Honorable Alan Kojo Chiramartin and tell him that it is high time you bring back your people. So whatever happens in 2026 will determine whether we will come back or will still be there as a force against the NPP.
Anyway, you've been a part of the NPP before. I mean, the Ashanti region people, let me just give you some, just a shift away a little bit.
Sure.
Ashanti region, executive has said they don't want Baumia again to be the flag bearer again 2028. And is there anything wrong with Baumia? I do feel that it's one of the most candidates that has been marketed so far in the NPPs so far.
Baumia is just like a pork shop at Zongo.
A pork shop?
Yes, at Zongo. No matter how you market Baumia, or let me focus on the meat I have mentioned. No matter how you market a pork at Zongo, Muslims will not buy it. So that is who Baumia is. He has been marketed over and over and over, but Ghanaians rejected him. Look at the margin. We said these things. You see, the greedy people in MPP, they caused MPP's downfall. We said that Baumia can never win power for the NPP, but because of what people will get and chop, they are not thinking about the party's future. What they can get today, that is what they are focusing on. So they use all arsenals, they use all strategies to move a credible person from the party, thinking that Dr. Baumia can win. He promised to bring all the northern vote. Didn't Dr. Baumia say that he will bring all the northern vote so that Ashanti people should also work hard? Did he bring the northern vote? The northerners, your own hometown, they voted against you. This should tell the NPP something. When you go to Facebook, a lot of the guys, the greedy guys, are still there writing Baumia for 2028. The NPP will continue. I said anytime they bring Baumia, they will continue to be in opposition. Because Ghanaians, have you seen that the forces are rising? Forces are rising against Baumia. From Ashanti region, this is not Volta region. Ashanti, the stronghold, the NDC stronghold is Volta region. NPP stronghold is Ashanti region. And they are shouting. They said they don't want him again. Very soon, Eastern region will join. And if Eastern region should join this fight, that they don't want Baumia, that will be the end of.
Why do you think Baumia shouldn't stand? I mean, let's just do a quick one on this.
Baumia is not credible. Baumia does not have integrity.
Maybe these are just words you are saying.
Baumia does not have leadership skills. Baumia cannot control his emotions. He can't control his, how would I say it? His, whatever he stands for, he can't control it. People will control Baumia as he has been controlled for the 8 years of Akufo-Addo's government. Baumia has not been talking. It got to a time he was very quiet. He has become a poodle, something that they use. So I don't see the future of NPP in Baumia. Let us focus on a different candidate. The NPP should be thinking of a different candidate that can win the 2028 for them. And for me, if you allow me to mention a candidate on this platform, I will do.
Definitely.
I will suggest a candidate for the NPP.
Let's hear you.
Who is more credible, who is more unifying, and even though he has not won the primaries and the party has lost, he has started from the parliamentary stage. And that is Honorable Ken Ohini Ejepon. If this man is being voted for to lead the party will stand firm. He will bring everybody on board to work for him and the party for the party to see victory. And I know the only person who can go to Honorable Alan Kojo Chiramantin and convince him is Kennedy Ohini Ejepon. No other person.
And this same guy you are mentioning have a very serious track record of,
I am saying
actions that
I am saying that if we talk about if we should focus on track record, then Ghanaians should not vote for the current president, John Dramani Mahama, because he has said certain things that we chastise him for it, and that if we should be focusing on track record, even Akufo-Addo should not be a president. I getting it.
So you want to say we are having short memories, we might forget about everything and then still...
I cannot say Ghanaians have short memory.
Ahmed Swale's case is there, which is major concern.
He is not the killer. He came out to tell you that Bawumia knows the killers of Ahmed Swale. He is not the killer. I'm telling you, the man said this.
But he made certain comments about the Swale.
Who?
Canada, Japan.
He can make comments about him,
which has reasoned about investigation.
We can all not say, or we cannot say that because of the comment he made, that resulted into the killing of Ahmed Swale. I getting it. We don't have any evidence. We don't have any evidence about that whole issue. I getting it. Maybe I can say, oh, Walter, I know Walter here. If you see him, beat him and kill him, what shows that because of that
the person has been killed?
No, what shows? What is the evidence?
Assume that, why would you make a statement?
No, what is the evidence? We don't have it. There has never been any evidence.
No evidence.
There has never been any evidence from the one. The government has not. They haven't seen it prudent to do what? To investigate the whole matter. So we cannot say. But when they were trying to use the whole issue against Honorable Ken Ohene-Agyapong, he came out to say that Dr. Bawumia knows about the killing of Swale. So why are we taking Bawumia out and focusing it on only Kennedy Ohene-Agyapong? The man is a good man. Let me tell you about, was it Monday? He was in Volta region, Adaklu and Adidome. He will be putting up a factory for the Volta region here to give us employment. We the youth, that factory will give us employment. You see the thing? So these are the people we want to lead a party, a particular party, because he is looking at the future of the party and those who are in the party, not someone who doesn't care about anything. Have you ever seen Bawumia thinking of putting up a factory anywhere? No. I am even saying that he should start thinking of farming and stop saying that he has welcomed this person to his home. He has done this. We are not ready for that. He should think about going onto the farm as John Mahama has been doing for 8 years now, so that he can also produce certain food for the people. They have stolen enough of our money. And I want to say that Bawumia is not credible for the NPP. Anytime they bring Bawumia, we the forces will be there against the party.
Anyway, let's see how that goes.
Sure.
We just have some few years to go.
Yes.
And, I'm sure.
But if you are a delegate for NPP, start thinking. Think about your future. Bawumia is not credible for the party. That's the only advice I have for them.
Well, let's leave that for the NPPs to determine that. They might go on a different tangent than what you are assuming. But anyway, before we get into the conversation, I want to say happy birthday to Honor Bernard Ahiafo, MP for Akachi South and first Deputy Speaker of Parliament. Happy birthday to you. There's also a topic of discussion here in our first comment here. And we are focusing on Bernard Ahiafo. He made a comment. He said, minorities' action sometimes driven by frustration. And the chairman of the appointment committee of Parliament and first Deputy Speaker Bernard Ahiafo has provided insight into the circumstances that led to the actions of the minority during the chaotic ministerial vetting process. So he feels that the NPP or the minority are acting based on frustration. William, what can you say about this?
Sure. It's not like he feels. That is what Afenyo Markins have said in one of the vetting. He said that his people are not happy and will not be happy if they should let go of some of the NDC nominees because they've attacked the president. Some have attacked the president. Some too attacked the Chief Justice. But you see, should we use this medium, a vetting medium, to settle those scores? It is not needed at this time.
Should we blame Bernard here for the management of the committee for this issue happening under your watch?
Initially, I was blaming him, but it got to a time and I realized, no, that is the way the man should go. Because the NPP was behaving, the members of NPP in parliament were behaving on the appointment committee, were behaving in a way that if he also want to exert certain authorities on them, things will not move in the right direction. So he has to be very calm, calm his side. You see, where right?
Yeah.
Then Jigbodio Kokasi Ekpoto Okpoji. So you see, he was using strategy to pass the people when the government is fully formed. That will be the end of the minority because they have the majority in parliament. They don't need you to pass any bill. They don't need you to pass anything in parliament. So the man is using strategy. Initially, I was blaming him. And when you look at Afenyo Makin's posture, it's just like he's doing the thing to tell the NPP side, those big men that have been calling him, deal with this person for us, deal with this person. That is what he's doing. And he has tagged certain people like Okujeto Ablakwa. That is their target. Let us show Ghanaians that Ablakwa is not credible. But I don't see anything wrong with what they have done so far. I don't see anything that is like we are fighting against Ablakwa or we are exposing him. No. That is his life. Someone said, I'm renting here. What is your issue about it? I getting it. For me, that posture should stop. Let us focus on the right thing. What Ghanaians want to hear. We want to see whether our appointees have all the qualities, the leadership skills to perform at the offices that they are going. If you have, let us focus on the matters that are before us. The rest of the matters, which are personal issues, even look at some judge. Before they will pass him, they say he brought some of the documents and the rest. And one of the documents they are looking for that they didn't get is that the wife's company documents and all those stuff. If I should give you my company, if you should request for my company or my wife's company, she must be in agreement to release any document to you. Then you can go and give it out because this is public issue. So if you are requesting for certain documents that are personal, it is so wrong. It is so wrong just because of oral or just because of certain things that the person has said. And these things that the two guys, Sami Ablakwa and then Sam George, these things that they have done these things have really helped the country, more especially Ablakwa's interventions have really helped the country. Other than that, billions of dollars would have been in people's pocket, even though they have stolen more. But I think the guy has done well. Some of us have.
You feel that they are just trying to make him look like he doesn't fit to
fight them.
Fight them.
Yes. And that is not a problem. Ablakwa is not fighting you. Ablakwa is gathering data on you people, on your criminality, which he will also present to who? The Attorney General, for prosecution and then for investigation to go on. So Ablakwa is not fighting anybody. He is doing his job. I get him. So for me, I am saying that Apenyo Markins should be very circumspect in certain things he's doing. Look, some of these things he's doing, he's closing doors. I said it here yesterday that if I were to be a Blackwa, none of the MPs will enter my office. Why am I saying that? You can't behave such a way. The day that they will pass this guy, everybody that gets up will say anything that is not necessary or is not good against the guy, and it is never done anywhere. It is never done. The aura must work, and it must work against those MPs or appointees who took money from this country. It must work against them.
Is the minority looking so troublesome for the majority to handle? I mean, are they becoming too difficult for them to handle?
They are difficult for Ghanaians because the majority is made up of Ghanaians in parliament. They are not there for themselves. The minority is becoming difficult for Ghanaians to handle. And you see, if this crop of people will still be in parliament under MPP, some of us will be very sad. They should do the right thing. Look, an MP, Apenyo Markins, after vetting Dr. Amani Buama, look at what he said. It doesn't mean that because I've grilled you when I come to your office for protocol, you deny me. You know that you are exposing the person, saying things against him that he is not fit for that office. But you still go there to go and take protocol from him. Certain things we don't do it. You have to be reasonable in every act.
So he's overreacting.
Overreacting. And you see, don't fight for Akufo-Addo. We all know who Akufo-Addo is. We all know who he is. We all know this Galamsey issue. He has been there. He is the owner of some of the Galamsey sites. We all know this. Bawumia owns a Galamsey site. Look, majority of the ministers, they own Galamsey sites. We have been in the MPP, the internal election, around 2023. All these things came up. They all came up. Bawumia owns a Galamsey site.
And that's to a fact.
It's to a fact. My boss came out to say this, Hobson Adoye, and they have not been able, the office of Bawumia have not been able to come and say that it is not true. You see, some of these people, they know what they have done in government. That is why they are fighting the oral team and fighting the oral chairman for Ghanaians to say that he is not fit to lead that team. But no matter what you do, the oral will be there and it will work against the criminals in MPP. That is it. So Apenyo Markins should stop closing doors against the MPP. He is closing doors against the MPP.
Anyway, he feels there's been a watchdog, not really closing doors. Anyway.
Oh, watchdog? And has he been able to watch over his government when they were in power? Has he been able to do that? Or you are now coming to be a watchdog under John Mahama's government? Then you don't have credibility. You must be a watchdog under your government. You must have oversight over a majority of things. So even if you have oversight over the things and then you are still not talking, the rot, you kept quiet for 8 years and you are also enjoying. Today you are trying to be a watchdog under a different government. I don't see it. I don't see it.
William doesn't agree to that anyway. But before we get into, we'll still come back to the vetting committee about the chaos of the committee, the suspended sitting indefinitely. We'll be getting to that conversation very shortly. But let me just tell you about Ghana Grows. Is if you're a young Ghanaian seeking stable for filling employment, then look no further than the Ghana Grows program, brought to you by the MasterCard Foundation in collaboration with Springboard Roadshow Foundation and Limehouse. So Ghana Grows ignites hope and guides you towards career opportunities in agriculture, agribusiness, and technical as well as vocational skills. So whether you are 15 or 35-year-old, male or female, this program equips you with the necessary skill to thrive. So to gain access to career guidance, counseling, and essential skills training, dial star 718 star 50 hash, star 718 star 50 hash now to be part of the program and contribute to Ghana's growth through life-changing careers in agriculture and ATVET. Embrace Agric ATVET careers with Ghana Grows Today, an initiative of Mastercard Foundation in partnership with Springboard Roadshow Foundation and Limehouse. For more information, call 0308-255-775. Ghana Grows Hope Day. Let's get back to the conversation that we have in here. Vetting Chaos Committee suspend sitting indefinitely. And of course, let me just give you some details here. The committee investigating the corruption during the vetting session on Thursday, January 30th, has suspended its proceeding until further notice. Chairman of the committee, Emmanuel Bejra, MP for Ho West, made the announcement stating that the suspension was in line with directive from the Clerk of Parliament, Ebenezer Huma Jetro. Bejra explained that the clerk communicated that the Speaker of Parliament would provide additional instruction on the next step for the committee's session. So we are, this is the case right now. So the committee has been suspended indefinitely. We don't know when they were going to come back. And this to ask a question whether the work of this committee will still even continue anyway. I mean, William, how does this come to you?
Very sad. Very sad. Yesterday we were saying that the Speaker of Parliament should have been firm on the suspension issue. You see, Parliament is taking Ghanaians for granted. Anytime they get up, they said immune. They are immune to criminality. Are they telling us that Parliament of Ghana is immune to criminality? It is so wrong. Yesterday, I was watching the witnesses. Then the NPP guy who came there, there was a new guy who came there. He said his name is Ntekunu or whatever. Mm-hmm. After the witness the guy has given, I said they will kill this guy. Because he has exposed Afenyo Makins, exposed the chief whip, Anodompre, and some other people. He said he told them that they should exercise patience, and because they are leaders, they should engage and look at possible ways of solving the whole issue. But they refuse, and they focused on going against the orders of Parliament. Hence the breaking of tables and mics. So I said no. The witness this guy has given will go against them. So just the deputy chairman on the committee requested that he has to see his leader, who is Afenyo Makins. So Honorable Bejra released him to go. They went there. Whatever happens, the chairman never returned. And then there was another call that or a threat from the clerk that they should suspend, and that he is taking his staff away from the witness. And that was the end of the meeting. The point is, look, we must be very serious in this country. If they don't want us to know about this whole thing, what caused the whole problem, because I know that Afenyo Makins was indicted. Like at the end of the day, his name was all over that he caused the whole mess, and that is what caused. They were bringing certain witnesses again to at least come and witness from their side, and they stop them not to come there. They stop them not to come and witness, and that is so wrong. We have to be very firm on issues. This is a criminal issue. Destroying public property is a criminal issue, and for us to say that the committee is on suspension for now, nothing will go on, is so wrong, totally wrong. Ghanaians demand accountability. We demand accountability. It is wrong.
So what happens to the apology? And many are saying that the leader of the minority, Apejo Makin, has apologized on behalf of all the candidates that have been suspended and the acts that happened there. Should we just leave it there? I mean, the apology has been made, so there shouldn't be any further actions to be taken anymore.
No, there should be further actions. I think the Speaker of Parliament said that all those who are part of the issue, they should use their salaries or their emolument to take care of whatever they have broken. I think we should do proper investigation to see those who are part of the thing. Then that is when they can do what? Use their emolument to take care of the things. But if there is no investigation, who are you going to say that he broke the thing? We can see Ahmed Shaib, that he was one of them. But because there is no investigation, he can deny that he didn't do anything. So let's go ahead with the investigation and then come out with the punishment that will be attached to it. We shouldn't say that because they have pleaded on their behalf, fine, they have been forgiven, but the punishment must still be given to them. The punishment should be given to them.
So does it make the committee unnecessary now? Because
yes, for now.
For
now, I will not say unnecessary, but we will say that they don't have any work to do now. The committee does not have any work because they are on suspension. They have been suspended.
What do you think should be the way forward?
They should continue the investigation because we are interested, and it should be live on TV for us to see.
They say they
because they did everything publicly.
They want to do that one in camera.
They do everything. Everything was done in public, in camera. We saw everything that happened. So why are they now saying that the investigation should be done in camera?
They say there are certain things that happen in Parliament. The public do not understand.
So
and
this one,
if it
so
comes
breaking,
out,
so breaking the leg of a table and a mic, we don't understand. Are they is that what they are telling us?
Maybe to create a chaos in the public. I mean, people will start having different mindset about their members of parliament and all of that. So maybe
as for the
protecting
members
certain
of parliament,
integrity and all of that.
They don't
They just want
see
to be in camera.
from the time they did that thing. They don't have any integrity. They don't have it. There is no integrity because we look so much up to them.
Maybe to prevent further damage on their integrity. I mean, later has been done.
These will rather save their integrity. They should come and tell us the reason they did that and apologize. Even some of them can apologize live.
So you mean the apology in parliament is not enough?
You see, the leaders should not come and apologize on their behalf. We expect those who did the thing to say, we are sorry. And Ghanaians will forgive them. If today you are my leader and I move to the station here to go and hit somebody's car screen, and must you come and beg? I have to first say that I am sorry, to show that truly I am sorry for what I did. Then if you can also enter and beg on my behalf. But if you should go and beg on my behalf and then I didn't say anything, tomorrow I can say that I didn't ask you to go and beg on my behalf. Yes. I have to show a certain remorse. Are you getting it? I have to show a certain remorse that I am sorry.
Yeah.
Then you come in and also beg on my behalf. But if you should do everything for me, tomorrow I'll tell you, or even what I did. I didn't ask you to say I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, Bia. It can happen. So let the people be sorry. They should come and tell Ghanaians that we are sorry for our conduct. Next time it will not happen. We hope that we will live a good life for the rest of the time that we'll be in Parliament. And Ghanaians will go with that. Yes.
That'll be the solution for you. Anyway, Mr. Hoto Wogbayi is in the house. Good morning, boss.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Walter, it's been a long time.
Very, very long time.
You hosted me on the show.
Yeah.
24 hours.
My greetings to my brother William.
Yeah.
And then your crew.
Welcome.
Good morning to our listeners. I was listening to my brother while I was coming.
Okay.
And, luckily I was home trying to, watch TV3, and I was listening to Honorable Bejira make a submission on this particular issue. Then I received a call that the person that is scheduled to be here will not be able to make it, so I should quickly rush into stepping.
Okay.
So first of all, apologies to our listeners for the lateness in showing up. I'm not supposed to be here, but I have to.
Right.
Now, so coming to the issue, all is not lost. As for the misbehavior and the misconduct of the MPs, I was here yesterday with William, and we all agreed that punishment should be given out.
Sure.
Even though apology has been rendered, it is not enough to just end it there, because the apology did not restore the broken tables. The apology did not restore the microphones that were destroyed. One way or the other, somebody needs to replace those things. And the speaker has already made it categorically clear that state funds, the taxpayer, was not going to be responsible for replacing the damages that were caused by these irate MPs in Parliament. So if the investigation did not go on, and the people who were involved, investigation prove and hold them liable, then who is going to be held responsible to pay for the damages? That can only be unraveled when the committee has concluded on its report that will identify the people who were actually caught or proven to be guilty and liable for the punishment, or probably, if not any further punishment, at least pay for the replacement of the items that were destroyed.
Should that concern rather be made rather than having a committee set up again to go into this issue, and then after people apologize, we are going back to the issue to find out why they did those things?
Because Ghana
just charge them and then let them pay, and then this issue rest.
Because Ghana is a democratic country. When issues happen, there are procedures that must be followed before you can conclude that this person is the culprit in the matter. We all saw the video. I saw a lot of people who were misbehaving that day, and left to me alone, it shouldn't be the 4 MPs that were suspended. This issue goes beyond the 4 MPs. What about the people who gave the order? What about the people who were pushing the table? There were people who were running helter-skelter that day, misbehaving all along. They were all part of it. I hold a view that Honorable Nelson Dapimakpo only went there to stop, or to prevent, or to try to control what was happening, preventing the minority MPs from causing further damage. and he was caught up in the in the net of wrongdoers and mentioned to be suspended. But there are other people who were equally there that has not been mentioned. So investigations must continue. That is the procedure, to identify all the people who were there, so that once we identify them, then the proper punishment that is prescribed by Parliament or by the report will be given to all of them. Now, if we just say, oh, because we have identified 4 people, let's just ask them to pay for the damages, I will not stand by that kind of call. I won't stand by that call, because this call, it must be extended to the minority leader himself, because we saw his action on the day. We saw his command. He stoked the fire himself. So somebody who started everything cannot be left off the hook. And then Nelson Dapiama, who has absolutely no reason to engage in whatever happened. He touched no mic, he raised no table, and yet he's going to be made to pay for damages of tables and broken of mics. It doesn't make any sense to let off the minority leader off the hook. So
did you bring the rest of the people also?
The investigation should continue, and that is where I am happy that all hope is not lost, because listening to Honorable Bejira on TV3 this morning, he said, he spoke what happened yesterday, all the issues that the minority, the manipulation that they wanted to do yesterday, trying to force the clerk of parliament to, as it were, suspend the committee sitting. All that shenanigan that they did yesterday, eventually disrupting the sitting of the committee. When he got home, he had to call, the clerk to parliament. He has spoken with the speaker himself, and the clerk to parliament called him back to inform him that the speaker has said that they should continue with the committee sitting. So today, when he gets to parliament, he's on his way to parliament right now. When he gets to parliament, he's going to inform the committee members. They will have a press conference to inform the Ghanaian public that their work is going to continue. Speaker has given the approval for them to continue, and then they will set, or they will also announce the next time they will be sitting to hear the matters. So of course, that is the good news, that the investigation is not over as it is reported in the public, that issues because of the suspension, because of what happened yesterday, then the committee's work has come to an end. No, the committee is going to continue to work, and I hope that after everything is said and done, this report must identify all the MPs who could not respect themselves, all those MPs who have no regard for the people they represent, all those MPs who simply, decided to get into the gutter and misbehave the way they did. I maintained that if 4 of us here in this room decided to turn off this table, they will arrest us and put us behind bars. They will. If I break one microphone in this room, apart from just asking me to pay, I will be arrested first.
Yes.
But this is not even a public property. This is a private property.
Of course.
So if I even break a private property, I will be made to pay for it, and I will also be punished beyond the replacement of the damages. Now MPs, people we say are honorable people, engage in lawlessness and misconduct and destroyed public property. It goes beyond damaging a private property. They are not even arrested. Somebody just went to sleep, wake up, come and render an apology, and we thought that the matter should end over there.
It shouldn't end.
And the microphone should just be
suspended.
It shouldn't end.
No,
it's a form of punishment.
after the apology, then the suspension was lifted. I don't have a problem with that decision. I think that for the suspension, it can be lifted once the people have shown remorse. But beyond showing remorse, it doesn't mean that the damages should not be restored. It is a damage to public property. Otherwise, those tables will have to replace anyway, and it will be me here, sitting here, whose taxpayers' money will have to be used to pay for it. How am I supposed to be liable for the misbehavior of people in parliament? What they did? How? Why should my tax be used to pay for the misbehavior of Anodompre? and Afanyu Makin, and Ahmed Shaibu, Hassan Tampuli, and all the other people who actually
and
lifted
the former
the table.
former deputy trade and industry minister, the fat man.
Oh, yes, I just forgot his name. He was the one running inside Tasket and misbehaving all along.
But let me ask.
And his name is not even captured. To be suspended. So why should me here come and pay? So no taxpayers fund should be used to replace the damages.
But can we also say, I mean, a lot of calls are coming about Bernarda here for that this whole thing would have been prevented if he had taken some rightful measures in tackling issues on the committee. Do you feel that he has been overpowered?
No,
actually by the minority?
Absolutely not. You know, I take a strong exception to the people who are, you know, unduly attacking the right honorable first deputy speaker, honorable
Bernarda here
for that he should have been stronger, that he's weak. All those, you know, kind of description they are giving to his personality is wrong. It is very wrong. See, there has always been vetting. There has always been vetting in Parliament. Anytime there is a ministerial appointment, a reshuffle, blah, 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 there's always been vetting. What is happening now, or the mode of questioning, the standard procedure that they are following in this vetting is not different from what they used to have in the previous vettings. In the previous vetting, standard practice is that the ranking member on the committee will have a limited number of questions. It has always been like that. The issue is that the people who were ranking members on the previous vetting committees were kind of tactful with the discretion on how long they want to drag a vetting or how many questions they want to pose to a nominee. This time round, Honorable Aponyo Makin is behaving like Nanado himself. Decided to be abusive of that simple privilege. And that is why we are seeing the uproar that we are seeing. If they were tactful, like how previous ranking members were on the committee, and they know how far they have to go so that it doesn't stretch everybody too much, doesn't get even the people who, the invited guests who were there to become tired of the questioning, and the nominee becomes completely exhausted if they don't use that platform as a point to score political points against an opponent.
So the focus has been taken away.
Aponyo Makin decided to be vindictive and abusive of that privilege. That is what is, you know, jolting all of us into this kind of mess that we are seeing. So I hope that it is nothing that the Honorable Hiafov could have done. After all, that standing order, he couldn't have changed it. It is only Parliament. Even Speaker could not just change it. It will take Parliament by reviewing of their standing orders to say or appeal or review that rule that the ranking member should have unlimited number of questions to ask. Looking at how Aponyo Makin is currently abusing that status. You get it? So those who are calling
he was just trying to be tolerant, tolerate.
No. The people who are asking, who are saying that he was weak, what would they have him do? They want him to say that, honorable ranking member, you are entitled to only 30 minutes of question. He doesn't have the authority to do that. The rules do not allow that. Or do they want him to stop him from asking questions? The rule does not even allow that. The only thing he can do under the circumstance was to try to, and when you watch the proceeding, you realize that he's always trying to negotiate with him. You understand? Trying to tap him and talk to him, it's okay, trying to get the man to reason. But when the person decided to be vindictive and not reason with the chairman, it is he, Aponyo Makin, that is trying to abuse the chairman. You understand? So, what would the chairman have? What do the people have the chairman do? They want him to just, you know, also abuse the standing orders and say, ranking member, I stop you from asking questions. That would have made him too wrong, and he would have engaged in an illegality that we will all sit here and be condemning him. So You see, being in that position is not an easy thing. If you don't manage your emotions well, if you don't manage how the public pressure well, you will end up putting yourself in a very difficult position. When people want to misbehave, people want to abuse privileges that has been given to them. Sometimes it doesn't lie in you, your authority as a chairperson, to just prevent them from doing what the law or the standing orders allow them to do.
Okay. Thank you very much, Woto Ogbeyi. And we'll put a rest to that, and we'll focus on the next topic of discussion, which says Mahama nominates Dumelo Suhini and Sremsai as Deputy Minister designate. And there have been a list of deputies that have been published just recently. We saw deputy ministers, and John Dumelo has also been given ministerial appointments as Deputy Minister for Agriculture, Ministry of Tourism, Culture and Creative Art. You see, Visaka has been also given an appointment as Deputy Ministry of Works and Housing, Gizil Tete Agotui, and also Ministry of Local Governance, and many other portfolios have been given deputy ministers. And let's take a look at the appointment that have been made so far by the president. You, as somebody from the other side, looking at the way this appointment came to you, what can you say about it?
I have been saying that the appointment so far from John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, is 100%. 100% correct. You see, he is looking at what the person can do, and then they'll put you there. He is not just getting up to appoint any other person or any person, you to go and fill the office for 8 years or 4 years and come back home. No. The appointment is looking at your skills, your abilities, your capabilities. And John Dumelo has been within the agri sector. Not today. Not today. He's so vested in that area. And one thing I would like John Dumelo to champion, and I know when I listen to his boss is a top notch. The Greek minister, he's very brilliant. When he was being vetted, he got to a time Afenyo Markins was even saying that himself so very vested in the Greek. So I want to say that John Mahama is setting the tone for any other president that will come and take after him to follow. This time around, he is not doing anything anyhow. He is being very careful. Even my former senior party patriot will tell you that Mahama has been very careful. Apia Kubi said this time around, Mahama has been very careful in his appointment, and that is what the guy has done. He has been very careful. He's not anybody that goes there to do anything anyhow that will bring him any issue. He wants to leave a very good legacy. So for me, from my side, I know that even my boss, Hobson Adoye, was even interviewed, was it yesterday, about it. He spoke very well about the appointments. So good, so great. And I think every other president that will follow should make sure that the appointments that he will be given, people that he will put in our offices, should have a very good leadership skills. The people should be doing something around that area before they put them into the office.
Not a novice.
Not a novice, not somebody that cannot define what is fishing, or somebody that cannot even mention the 3 subsectors of fishing that we have in this country. No. You put someone who knows the job there. And I I said John Dumelo should be championing more of, he should be helping more of the youth that want to go into agric. I am also into the agric. I have a pig farm at Golokwati. And
oh, you have a pig farm?
Yes,
okay.
Yes. I can even send you my pictures and videos, nice. Everything. So I think I should be stepping to the ministry very soon with my business plan.
Might give you an invoice.
Sure.
Anyway,
with my business
but it's
plan.
a good initiative. I think
Sure.
we should encourage that.
Sure.
Yeah.
He should. The encouragement should come to us because. And you see, one thing is that farming is not easy.
Of course.
Water is not easy. Feeding, the
cost involved.
Is not easy. It's not easy. So we need a lot of encouragement to sustain the agribusiness. We need a lot of encouragement and empowerment.
Yeah.
Empowerment. The NIP should not be run like the way the MPP ran the NIP. Yes. I will hope that the NIP should be run like the way the Youth Enterprise Support Program was run somewhere 2015, 2016 under John Mahama, when Helga was leading the Youth Enterprise Support. I was part of about 40-something applicant from Volta region that was selected to be given funds around 2015, 2016. At that time, my business plan was picked. We were waiting for the funds before John Mahama lost the election. And when my own party came, they threw everything away. They didn't even release the money because they were thinking that
all of you are NDC
we
people.
are all NDC people. And that was very wicked. Very wicked. And at that time, I regretted because the total budget around 2015, 2014 was 52,000 for my piggery farm. So because I didn't receive it, then later there is an NGO in town.
Don't mention it.
Okay, I will not mention it. So they also brought an investor to support, and I put in my business plan. Okay. Then they give me the funds to set up my farm at Golokwati. So I am saying that the appointment so far is so good. They should try to champion certain encouragement and hope and empowerment into the youth, more especially the agric sector, the trade sector. They should teach us how to at least export some of our product. They should support us to set up processing centers so that, you see, when the youth of Ghana are self-employed and are living a fulfilled life, the government will also be free. Government will be free, so that pressure will not come on them. So I don't have to talk plenty.
Anyway, I think that's sure. One of the appointments that all of us are commending Mahama for is John Dubelo's appointment. And we believe that he can transform that sector.
Sure.
But that's a multi-million-dollar sector.
I
in
tell
fact,
you.
It's so much concern.
And the boss is very great. Very great man.
Oto Ogbayi, in fact, let me just say that if Mahama would succeed, it depends on the appointment, the appointees.
Definitely.
And if he would not succeed, it depends on
the failure
of these people.
Yeah.
I mean, how does this come to you? I mean, I think we have about 4 more slots left for five for him to complete the appointment. 5. So far. What
so
can
far,
you say?
so good. So far, so good. I think from the very first appointment of the substantive ministers, now the deputies are flowing. I think the public goodwill has followed all the appointments. Nobody had issues with the ministerial appointments and then the deputy ministerial appointment. I think all the people have come out with competence that we know will push the respective ministries forward. I think that is also, that also goes a long way to indicate the experience that John Mahama himself have brought to the governance. Because this time around, you can see that everybody that has been appointed has the competence. You can just trust that the people will deliver.
Is that they've held a position before?
Yes, most of them have been deputies. The substantive ministers, most of them have been deputies that have worked and per their work have been recommended for the substantive ministry.
So this is not just
it
is not just job for the boys.
No.
I
This is an appointment of novice, people who don't know anything about the job, who have been appointed and they will now go and start, messing everything around and trying to get their level. This time around, you look at appointment, you know that everybody has a fair idea and a competent, even academically, towards the sector. And so you can rest assured that you can trust just by the appointment that the people are good and then they will deliver. I look at it in the list that was released yesterday, and I'm so happy, especially I see that colleague youth, at least 3 of them, very young and energetic people have been given the opportunity to serve as deputy ministers. I saw my good friend Honorable Broja Jamfi giving the position of the deputy defense minister. I was so excited about it. This is a man that has the energy, and also you can imagine that discipline in the military is going to be one of the hallmark of the deputy minister. You cannot misbehave around Broja Jamfi. He himself should have been a military man, only that he chose not to be. But you can be sure that when it comes to discipline, when it comes to people who are very forceful at upholding the good governance system, one of them is this young man, Broja Jamfi. And then you also talk about our own Justice Seremsia Isai from how do you call it? North Dai here. Our own brother. Oh yes.
Okay.
He's from North Dai.
Your
our
brother?
Own brother.
Oh really?
Our own brother.
Okay.
A Votarian. You get it.
Of course.
Wow. People thought that voter regime is not getting appointment, but the fact is voter regime is getting very key appointment. Very, very key appointment.
That means North Dai has gotten about 2 with the BOG.
No, BOG I think it's from Moti.
BOG is from South Dai. He's from Parliament.
Yeah, South Dai.
Okay.
He's from Parliament. So the fact is, voter regime is getting very key appointment, and we need to be relaxed and look at the people that have been selected. These are not positions that are light position you want to talk about. If you look at all the people who have been given appointment from the region, very, very, very heavy positions. And some side deputy Attorney General and Minister of Justice. These are not positions of joke. And the guy is very competent. I have absolutely no doubt in his capability to deliver. Even Dr. Ayene can just go and sleep. Sremsai has the Sremsai has the competence to manage that portfolio effectively. And you can rest assured that oral, Operation Recover All Loot. This is a very straightforward guy. He will not condone corruption. He will not condone wrongdoing. You can't go and manipulate Sremsai. If the docket gets to him, and this one is about Cecilia Dapa issue, you can rest assured the matter will be prosecuted. You can rest assured. So the people who are engaging in the loot, and we are warning them, we've talked about it, they thought that, we are just running our mouth. You can rest assured. Dr. Ayeni and Sremsai is a pair of hands that will deal with this matter without any fear or favor. You see, then we talk about the big one, the Deputy Agric Minister. Now, Honorable John Seto Dumelo, another Votarian. You understand? OT Volta.
OT Volta.
That has been given this position. I think we need to be proud of ourselves that John Mahama is not joking with the appointment at all.
But how would that affect his parliamentary duties? He's very fresh in parliament.
No, he will perform.
He needs to learn a lot of things from parliament.
If you look at what John Mahama is doing,
jobs like that will not give you that kind of time.
No, you see, John Mahama is being very careful with the selection. He's not only picking people who are friends or cronies. He's also picking people who have passion at the sector he wants them to, go and perform at. And John Dumelo, even though we know him to be an actor, now he's more known to be a farmer than an actor, and he's doing farming by passion. It's not just if you see the way he handled his farm
and his
chicks,
level of encouragement.
The last time I saw a video of him talking to his chicks,
really?
they old chicks in the farm.
Wow.
That's his passion.
That's
you
passion.
understand? And
Very.
people who go into a venture with passion, you can rest assured that they will succeed in it. And of course, he's doing very well with his ginger farming, with pottery, and then I think he's doing piggery too. A lot of stuff. So when you put people who have passion for a certain sector in charge of the job, you can rest assured that when they sleep, they are dreaming about how to transform the sector. Every time they are thinking about it, because it's this passion that is at work. It's not just about they have a job, let me do it, what I can do. It's about the passion will drive them to initiate the policies and then implement the policies that will benefit all of us. So I am very happy for yet another big appointment that we have gotten. See, it is not about OT. This is voter.
Yeah.
John Seto Dumelo is a votarian.
Yes.
Point blank.
And one appointment, the deputy minister appointment Mahama has made, which I was very happy about, is the Ministry for Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs. That is Ritana Odole. That woman is very brilliant.
A very assertive woman.
Even if your people don't want to ask questions, she will always ask questions to test the level of
the mantra that your cousins have been using, that we have the men. They don't actually have people.
My cousins,
your cousins. They say that they have
also
the men.
trying to say you have the men.
No, you see, the NDC don't brag, but we have quality.
Sure. So
we have quality.
So far,
these are incredible guys.
Yes,
very incredible people. See,
So
you can see the appointment. You cannot pinpoint anybody that will have
I won't say that we don't have the men in the MPP.
Oh no.
But
you see,
because let
they have area boys.
Let me tell you something. No. Let me tell you something. You see, from the day that the president refused to reshuffle and put certain people there, that was our problem. That was the problem for the MPP. For the 8 years, we have good people. Look. This man.
See.
So
Adams.
Good people that were influenced.
Adams. Yes.
Adams.
He came. But look at the progress we have made so far.
Do you know how we define people who are men? People who are men are people of value. That if you are the president and I feel that what you have asked me to do is against my personal integrity, I will not do it. That's the people we call men. Do you understand?
And we are going to see the same type of men.
We have seen appointees of the previous government.
No, let us be a bit careful here. Let us be a bit careful
who are like
here.
poodles who only do what the president and the cousin want them to do.
It's governance.
Without their own personal integrity.
They're not men, they're area boys. When we get there, you know, see, some of these people will be locked up in certain deals that will come up. Look.
Why there will be frustration?
Yes.
William.
It's governance.
William, let me
we
tell
can't
you.
conclude here.
You need to take authority.
William, let me tell you.
You need to
if you take Justice Seremsai, this young man, from what I know about him, if Justice Seremsai is convinced that this is a case with clear evidence to prosecute a wrongdoer, and John Mahama by any mistake, I don't even think that will happen. We'll say, this person, wait, it's my friend. Do not prosecute him. Either Seremsai will resign.
I know.
And blow this matter.
I know John Mahama will not do that because even John Mahama's childhood friend Abu Gapele was put inside. But I'm saying that certain external forces, when you are in government, certain external forces will be against you.
I think the highest force might be the president if he does not influence.
And when it comes, when the heat comes to the president, it draws down to who? Who are the implementers?
Listen, I'm not sure.
The ministers are the implementers.
I'm not sure it will ever happen. Take the case of Cecilia Dapa. That monies will be found in a room of an appointee, a minister of state.
but there was a time money
then
was
the
found
president
in,
will
even
say,
in the,
the
in the
president
boot
will say, the
in the
president
boot
will
of
say,
a
what-
former minister before.
hold on,
Eh?
hold on.
Eh.
When investigations were ongoing, the president will say, I know you will come out clear.
Mhm.
If it is Justice Remside as the Deputy Attorney General, I can assure you that case will be prosecuted. Without, if,
but still the
even,
case is
even
there.
with Nanado's intervention, the
When
case
the-
will
when
still
the-
the case
when
is there.
The case actually
Is there.
will really vindicate her.
It's there.
You see-
Vindicate somebody.
You
and
see,
might say something.
so whatever we
Anyway,
are witness under that
our time is up,
regime,
so
under that
Yeah.
regime was a mess. That case was never prosecuted properly.
Anyway.
We are now going to see the resurrection of it, and you see what
We are going back to that case.
Dr. Ayeni and Justice
Cecilia, the past case, we
will
go-
do.
The case is there.
Of course,
We'll go
How
back.
The case is
we are
there.
going to resurrect it.
Really?
It will be resurrected. If
We'll
it
be
doesn't
ve-
bring the money, you go to jail. Simple.
We'll be very happy.
All right. Let's see how this 4 years is going to be. I'm sure it's going to be
That
a
is
very
it.
interesting
Sure.
years ahead of us.
Sure.
And I believe that Mahama does not want to joke at all. This is a point
No, he will
where
not joke.
He needs to prove a lot to
He will not
Ghanaians
joke.
because of the mandate.
So far, he has
If
done
you
well.
joke, we the
Has
NDC
been
youth, we the NGC youth will make life unbearable.
But you
for
people
him.
should not go
because
and
we
bend-
expect him
you
to,
people should not
to
go and
reset this
bend.
country. We gave him. We worked hard.
You people
See,
should-
the youth.
You
We
don't
the
go and
youth.
bend your
we,
offices
we,
again,
the,
oh.
we are not burning offices.
I'm not
We
sure.
the youth of the NDC. We have worked so hard, and Ghanaians have believed in the messages that the president, has brought up, and we gave him a resounding victory.
pick one
We
or two.
accept that this reset be done and done properly.
For the benefit of doubt, and we still don't have much time anyway, but let me do this. Let me pick some few calls here.
Sure.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, what talking?
Come
I'm okay.
Okay.
The my colleague communicator this morning. Many for more than you know about you are.
Yeah, Molly.
Okay. Anya chejwa. Akohe Ghana toho danemnya the NDC party along His Excellency John Dramani Mahamadi. Omega never done or Omega never know no I am a poor. We are voted into power to reset Ghana. Lenye government the hemi mimi he vote na me never produce. Over product kontongo bere. Oyo to ba kotokume nene. We are here to reset Ghana. That John Mahamadi ewe pop. Aka tanwe ya da Ghana to vote in na time bi bitore nyare kemelo oflo. Lenye be James K. Bobra Fimine. Every Jagaba Power was attacking. Yes, Christo. Ava Ghana. Ava the Atava Power. No, to see you got Atava Power.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Kobla. James Gayo. I don't know where. We are even waiting for him to come. But where is he? James Gayo, please show yourself. and come to the family. This person says, good morning. I think Ho to Aplau Road is one of the major and important road for us in the Volta region. Let us come together and push for dualization of the road, as this will open the region a lot. Thanks, Emmanuel from Ho. Thank you very much, Emmanuel, for sending us that message. And this one said, good morning. My major priority is Ho to Aplau Road. In fact, we are expecting the dualization of the road, even if not all. Let's at least whole section must be dualized. We don't need any single carriageway in Ho. Thanks, this Prosper from Ahoy. All right, so these are comments that we made about the expectation of the regional minister, and of course that your message have been duly recognized. Thank you very much. Let me let my people give us a farewell message, and before we go.
Well, so what up? Let me start by saying that we still want to urge Ghanaians to be patient with this government. This government has all the good intentions to transform our economy. Let's all be patient. I know our expectations are very, very high.
Very.
Even me, I'm expecting. But let's be patient. Everybody will get a place. Everybody will be, sorted out. In fact, government policies will soon begin to roll out. The 24-hour economy, they are working on it seriously. It will soon begin, rolling out, and everybody will have a place to contribute to the development of this country.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
William.
So, as said by my brother, it's early days yet. I know the MPP is always against. The government should be well focused on whatever they promise us. They should ignore any propaganda from the MPP at this time, at this crucial time, and focus on whatever they've promised. I would use this opportunity to humbly say that one person I would love to occupy the deputy ministerial position at the Ministry of Youth Development is Honorable Edem Agbana. That guy is a very solid guy. He can at least. Oh yes, he is my friend, a very good friend. So if the president is listening by any chance,
John Mahama doesn't fall for those things.
He
looks at who can do the job.
Anyway, and that guy can do the job.
Well,
Adam is a solid guy.
I'm not sure they can be reshuffled and all of this.
Yes, Adam can
Of
do
course.
the
See
job.
what will
So
happen, yeah.
he
Adam
should
is
give
like
that
a
place
son
to.
to John Mahama.
Yes,
He
yes,
believes
yes.
he can do
yes.
the job. We give it to
He
him.
should give it to him. He should give it to him.
We just,
So,
hope that, we just hope there don't be any apathy in our
Sure.
appointment issues
Sure.
here later
Sure.
on.
Sure.
So we
So-
pray that.
So I will again use the
We can all not go
opportunity.
into the ministries.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So I will again use the opportunity to say a very good morning to my people in Tanyigbe, Togbe Kodi and his people. Very good morning to you. Ndene miapetele Tanyigbe. Sure.
Very well. Thank you very much for joining us, and today has been a very successful one. We'll be back tomorrow, Friday, to wrap the week up for you on the Global Morning Show. My name is Walter King, and thank you very much, Hoto Wogbayi, for coming, speaking for the NDC, and also William Ten, who speaks for the Movement for Change. 7 minutes past 10, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much, and this is where we draw our curtains on today's edition of the Global Morning Show. My name is Walter King. Up next is the Urban Beat.